forgot my opium update. Hello. Hi. How has it been? I forgot that a lot of people had today's a holiday. I was like, oh yeah. It's not holiday for me. It's a normal day. It's a normal Monday. I was just trucking it through the day. It was kind of cold and not great weather. And meanwhile, everybody's like, Happy Thanksgiving. And I'm like, Canada's not a real place. Nice try. Nice try. But you're not going to fool me. I see through you guys. And even if it was a real place, Thanksgiving is not a real holiday. It's a fake holiday. I mean, come on. Why do you need a whole holiday to appreciate your family? If you appreciate your family, you do it every day. If not, then like, it's not gonna make you change your mind anyway. Cold weather is the perfect. Oh my god. The heathens. God, the people that like literally were born with a volcano inside their bodies or something are just scratching their heads over the rest of the world who need something like, I don't know, room temperature to live comfortably. Huh? They just copy the US. Exactly. I mean, the US is not the first of Thanksgiving either. But I think, I mean, Thanksgiving's like the most mid-holiday ever anyway. It's one of my least favorites. I'm always like so bored. I forget that it exists every year, to be honest. It's so mid in the West compared to everywhere else. Probably because like the food in North America is dry as heck, you know? Unless you were blessed with you know, with some sort of cultural tie to somewhere else where you managed to steal their food. Their food culture. But like, come on. There's no way people unironically enjoy a whole thing of turkey. That dry, white meat, really? I don't even like large chunks of chicken. I think all meat should be cut in like bite-sized slices and seasoned appropriately so that the ratio of seasoning to like meat you're chewing in your mouth to like accompanying food is good. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of like if you eat like, I don't know, like the middle of a Pop-Tart and it just doesn't, it's just like so plain. I don't know why Pop-Tart came to mind. I don't think that's the appropriate like analogy here, but I can't think of anything else that like tastes very plain and disappointing when you bite into it, but it looks so inviting. Cause like the top part, oh, you know what? Maybe it's like, do you know like Pocky versus Yan Yan's, right? The ratio to how much biscuit there is to how much like sauce there is. I guess it's not sauce. Chocolate sauce? Syrup? Covering? Whatever. Chocolate. Okay, we're just gonna say like chocolate to biscuit, right? So the small size is like good. But if you get the giant Pockies, it's terrible, right? Because you have so much cookie biscuit to like this thin layer of outer coating of chocolate. That's just like, I didn't pay this much to get scammed into just chewing dry stuff this entire time that tastes like cardboard. So anyway, that's what I mean. I just think all things should be like chopped up into bite-sized pieces and mixed up together. Whoever came up with the bowls ideas, you know, they were trying to be healthy, but I think they're kind of onto something. I think they just need to go one extra step and stir fry it all, and like then they are much closer to what, you know, Asian people regularly eat. A lot more sauce. No light sauce. No sauce on the sides. That's not optional. Sorry. Everything should be marinated. Everything should be like appropriately thrown with like more than just salt, in my opinion. But anyway, you think you enjoy Thanksgiving? Really? I guess you don't go out much. I mean, like, for someone that isn't going out much, what's the difference between a family meal at home versus Thanksgiving? Oh wow, we're going to like have more people and eat the same mediocre food, but like on a larger scale. I don't know. I just think it's boring. These no rage baiting. Wow, I just think you guys have such unexciting lives that this really shakes it up. The fact that this really shakes it up is like a little, I don't know, it just like concerns me. It concerns me that this is what like the highlight of your month is supposed to be. But anyway, my steaks for my cold dead body. Okay, but like after you eat like 3 bites of it, it's no longer peak. It's no longer like as fresh and good anymore. And it's just the same thing over and over again. I mean, I don't have the touch of the tism, and as we already pulled last time, most of you do. So like, I can't stand having the same thing over and over and over again. I'm like, not into that vanilla toast routine of a life, but I mean, you do you. That's why that's why they serve mac and cheese at most restaurants for, you know, the people that can't handle new flavors all at once. Thanksgiving gets us Black Friday. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Black Friday exists like outside of that. You think like they needed Thanksgiving to make up Black Friday? Please. They have sales all year round, okay? You just gotta know what time to buy the certain items, okay? But anyway... I mean, I guess it depends on what you're really going for. Like the Prime Day stuff, oh my god, the articles where they're like, you need these Prime Day items, and it's like $10 off the skincare item that you probably wouldn't have bought, but TikTok told us that it's the hack, it's the one, and you don't have time to look up reviews and look up competitors and, you know, see what the price is. Normally it's on sale, so now is the moment to buy it, or you're gonna feel FOMO forever for not taking advantage of those deals. We love rampant consumerism for people who don't even know how to shop on their normal daily lives. Not me though, I'm a shopping connoisseur, so if I want something, I can find a deal at the right time to buy it. Otherwise, if you need it right now, and I mean, like, there's not a discernible reason to wait, then whatever kind of deal. But if it's an unnecessary luxury good or something you're stocking up on, then there's always a good time to buy it. And it's usually not, like, without any research, and not usually the you know, most urgent sale being pushed to you by whatever seller is trying to meet their quarterly quota. Mac and cheese can be very unique. Okay, buddy. What kind of mac and cheese are you regularly consuming that's very unique? Regularly, by the way. I don't mean like you go to a restaurant and then like they put a little bit of like bacon sprinkling and your mind is blown. I'm like regularly eating, right? Like you go to any restaurant out there, 9 times out of 10, the bacon is the most exciting extra they can add to mac and cheese. When I said that, you have to put it into the context of what I said. I don't mean you're out there like baking new mac and cheese for yourself every day, reinventing the mac and cheese wheel, okay? That's not what I meant. It's just like when people like, it's like when you go like get like what else is there that's like a really safe food? You order like marinara spaghetti, right? Just spaghetti with marinara. I just feel like the cook in the back is weeping. They're like I went through so many years. I know, through culinary school, and then I was working in like as a sous chef, and this is my time to shine as a head chef in a restaurant, just to make spaghetti sans anything else but sauce for people dining at a nice restaurant that they have to pay tips at. Just saying, they're weeping back there, and it's because of you. But anyway. If they didn't want me to order tenders, they shouldn't have put them on the menu. They put it on there for the 5-year-olds that, like, you know, haven't developed taste buds. But they put it in adult sizes too, so you can feel better about yourself too, yeah. The cook in the back is touched because he started his journey with a simple meal. This isn't Ratatouille, okay? But yeah, I guess cold spaghetti is pretty easy. I guess they're getting paid the same. Don't need to push them to, like, cook the meat just right or whatever. Anyway. Garlic, tonkotsu ramen, and takoyaki. That does sound pretty good, I guess. That's like nothing. No one else is like, not tried, but it's always a good staple. Comfort food, right? Like, but thanks so much for being a member of the Orbacles for 18 months. Welcome back. Excuse me, we're not even 2 years old yet. 18 months is plenty old, okay. I breed independence here. You guys are on an accelerated schedule, you know, like those college courses where you gotta cram like 6 weeks of material into, like, I don't know, 3 back-to-back marathon sessions. Yeah, that's how it is here. You know, I make you guys feel a little on the edge sometimes, okay? I'm not here to placate your ideas. I'm here to challenge them with some critical thinking. Davis, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Welcome back. Maybe stop picking on me. I'm not even a year old. Well, that's your fault that you have wasted so much time not being a member to my incredible content. That definitely isn't just me yelling at you guys in video games. You might come out half-baked. That's your fault. You gotta work on the cooking. I can only give you guys the ingredients. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good day, whether it was a holiday or not. I suppose I don't know what you guys do for these kinds of holidays. So truly, it's all the same to me. But I guess it's just eating, right? It's just an excuse to eat more? Question mark? Question mark? I mean, I'm down for that. As long as it's good food and not like the same turkey you've had since your forefathers first founded the land and stole them from other people and decided to toss out their spices. I don't know. I don't really know how the history goes up there. Beaver hats? Question mark. The knowledge is spotty there. Yeah, I'll have my... What happened to my little stuff? Oh, here it is. Ah. I muted it. I muted. I hit it. I hit it last. I was like, why aren't the membership things popping up? I think the memberships are always a little busted though because it's YouTube. So yeah. Mods ban that weirdo. I accepted demands in chat and that's like very cringe. I can do a batsu and that's the best I can do. 4 fathers? Most people have 2 at most. Well, you can have more fathers. It's a life hack if your parents don't like each other, I guess. And you can develop extra daddy issues. I don't know how it works. To be honest, I'm not that enthused over fathers to want more. A taco salad? I don't even know what that is. Is that a real thing? I need to call up some Mexicans. Hey, Mexico? What's a taco salad? Is that real or is that something Taco Bell made up? We got any bona fide Mexicans here? That can confirm. Is that real? $100 to ban dual logs? Should I monetize something that I want? That feels like monetizing something that, like, I was gonna do anyway. Mexican here, yeah, it's real. What do you even put in there? How does a taco and a salad work together? Is it just a bed of greens and a taco on top? Or do you put the salad inside the taco and wrap it? But there's already greens inside of a taco, which is what's confusing me even further. I don't know. I don't like salads, so it's already a step down. I mean, I guess you can have tacos without greens too, but that just feels wrong. I don't know. I guess it feels like half filled. A taco inside a hard flour. Oh, I don't like hard shells. But then again, I can't eat flour, so I'm already biased. That thing would kill me. This is why I always thought I didn't like Mexican food. They make stuff up around here. It makes one distrust the culinary tastes of you know, it's more like it's kind of like if you call like LaCroix fruit juice, right? It's like there's like a whiff, there's like an inspiration somewhere down the line, and then it got like watered down immensely. So, but it's okay. I don't think I will ever try it. No one shall force feed me a taco salad. Do corn shell? I don't like hard shells. They're crunchy. If you bite into it, like, it gets everywhere. What's the point? Traditional Mexican food uses corn tortillas more often than flour. Yes, that's why I only like actual Mexican place little tacos with the corn tortillas. But I don't know. I've never had a salad with it. I've never had a salad inside of it or anything. It just feels like a wrap. That's like going into wrap territory, which I also don't like. Anyway. Mia has a skill issue with hard shells. Dude, I don't understand. Is there a way you can eat the thing without it spilling everywhere? Doesn't it just spill everywhere? Like, is that not the intended result? That the meat overflows and the I guess it's your choice of dressing or whatever, the sauce, it like leaks through the cracks. I don't know. They're made. I didn't even think they were real. I thought they were just something made up by Americans as well. I guess Mexicans they get a little spicy and feel like chewing on something a little harder every now and then. Chips, but like the wrapping is chips. One giant chip. If you bit it wrong, how do you bite it right? I don't understand. It's horizontal. It's like sideways, you know? Like, you're not going like a top down here, okay? And it's not small enough that you can eat the whole thing in one bite or anything. Huh? Hard shells are an American invention. I was right. Hard shells are American. Exactly. I don't understand how you're supposed to eat them. I think they're stupid. But anyway. Walked into chewing on something harder. Okay, we're talking about chips here. Hope you're having a good evening. I am being terrorized by the idea of a taco salad. I will look it up, but this is how today is gonna go, essentially. You guys are going to suggest things that I may or may not want to rank with little to no knowledge, and I would just go based on first impressions. And I googled taco salad, but it's just a bunch of like overly plated Recipe blogs. Here, let me do Mexican taco salad. What the heck is this? This looks like a bowl. It looks like a bread bowl, but it's taco shell. Huh? What's the point of the outer shell at that point? You're just eating a taco on the inside. It's like the bread bowl thing. It just feels like gimmicky. And then you just have to like... You're forced to gnaw on the edge of the bread. Like indignantly, but it's like extra hard to hold the soup. You know, like, so you don't really actually get much out of that. Like, you can't just scoop up the insides of the taco to eat. It doesn't work that way. It's a one piece. Half of these are just the normal bowl and some chips in there. But that's not taco in that case. If it's a normal bowl and you threw in some chips, isn't that just a salad with like... Isn't that just a taco bowl? With nachos? Where's the taco? Hello? That's just a bowl. That's not a salad? Does your salad regularly come with salsa and meat? Like... I don't think that's, supposed to be the desired result, but I don't know, you tell me. Is this supposed to be a culinary success? I wish Meimi a very happy night and happy Spooktober. Thank you! Happy Spooktober! I feel like taco salad fits the Tex-Mex side of food rather than Mexican. Is that like how some Chinese people end up liking fake Chinese food? Wait, it's kind of like how if Indians eat like chicken tikka masala, right? It's just like I don't know, it's just like not authentic, but you just kind of become enamored with the concept and go with it anyway. What do you mean? Why would I like Panda Express? Panda Express is literally like the worst thing. It's like eating plastic. I think we've been over this already though. Sometimes I can't tell if you guys are just like rage baiting me or you're just like actually a person that needs friends. Friends with taste. What do you mean I'm surprised you know about chicken tikka masala? Do you... Buddy, you live in Canada. It's not that different up there. What do you think you're being taught that we aren't? We have a lot of food, granted. Melting pot and all that down here. Like every single Indian restaurant down here, most ordered thing, chicken tikka masala. Because once again, Americans don't really like spicy food, and that is the least spicy thing ever. In fact, I think you can probably just... I don't actually know if you can order it with like no spice, but like, you know, when they say mild down here, they basically mean no spice. Yeah, everything else on the menu has like heat to it, so duh. But yeah, that came from Britain because there's a lot of Indians in Britain and whatnot. It's not authentic necessarily, but it's just the beloved staple at this point, so why not? Not even butter chicken. Butter chicken's like slightly more I guess spicy in my opinion, but like I think it's less so on the lunch menu, you know? Lunch menu specials are usually chicken tikka and like lamb korma or something. I don't know, I don't really look beyond that. Since I can't have spicy food. Americans do like spicy depending on where you're from. The thing they like is very different than what other people consider spicy. What they like is the weird feeling of heat, but not like... There's like different types of heat. And I don't know what it is in all cultures. But for example, like in China, you have like mala, which is like a slightly different type of spicy than like just straight up biting a pepper, right? Also, like the Southerners seem to like straight up biting peppers for some reason, but they can't really take the other kinds of spice that have like different flavors to them. They're not like It's like poison, you know? You like get slowly introduced to different types of poison, but then like new strains that you're not immune to yet will still get past your immune system. But anyway, would you rate memes? I can't really rate things that I already know about that well, though. How am I supposed to rate that kind of stuff? Americans think black pepper spice sometimes. The joke is ranch, actually, but yeah. Panda Express is disappointing. It tries to be mall Chinese but uses high quality ingredients. What? No, it doesn't. What? It's like the cheapest of cheap Chinese food. I don't think there's a brand that's cheaper than Panda Express. Like half of the noodles and rice comes like congealed. It's like melt together or sometimes crunchy and overcooked. You know, it's none of that stuff is fresh. Is heat not spice? And not in all cultures. It's not just heat, you know? Like you can have what I don't remember what the heating, what is it? The scale is called? Core I don't know. But like it's not just that. There's like different flavors to it. And people don't just like getting their mouths burned off for fun. Okay, they like spices with different flavors to them. You know, like Korean spicy is slightly different as well. Indian spicy is slightly different. Yeah. My Vietnamese friend loves spice but can't handle mustard. Complexion to the heat, whereas in the south it's just about the kick. Yeah. I don't know. They just like sweating. Thai heat can be crazy. Yeah. Because there's always a slightly different mix of like spices they add to it that makes you feel some different type of pain along your tongue. Well, I can't really handle any spice, and my tummy is like very, you know, adverse to it, so it's whatever. High quality ingredients compared to mall Chinese at the mall. Panda Express is mall Chinese. I don't know what malls you're at. Are you at a mall in the sticks or something? The only malls I've ever been to, the Chinese food at the mall is Panda Express. It's not. There's no step down at that point. I've never seen worse. Like the Six Flags Chinese food is Panda Express. Like I don't think you can get anything else. Beyond that, it would just be some mom and pop stand. They're reheating the same kind of stuff anyway, okay? I don't think they're getting it from anywhere, like, differently. They probably all source it from the same Chinese food as us American suppliers. Anyway. Yeah, the Scoville. Oh, yeah. Scoville scale. See, this is what I use you guys for, to Google things for me that I don't know how to pronounce. You can find worse Chinese food in the boondocks? That's not Chinese food anymore. That's legally distinct. I don't think there's a single crumb of that ingredient that is Chinese. What do you point to that's Chinese? The fact that we use like a snow pea or something? Just because you use soy sauce does not make it Chinese. As we use far more than that. But anyway. How's the Cancer Cup going? I have not been playing. I didn't really prepare for it because I got bored. And I haven't really been that enthusiastically raising the same horse over and over again. So I haven't even like run the races. Not that I have anybody to run the races. I'll play again when they release the Halloween horses. I think that's the next banner that's like actually good. Everything else has just been kind of boring. My malls have more diversity in Chinese foods. Then what are you saying? What are you saying if you think Panda Express isn't mall food? Then your Chinese mall food is better than Panda Express. That's what you're saying. You're still proving my point here. The Scoville. Oh! Pokemon? Oh my god, I wish I could. I want to tier Pokemon, but like, you already know my opinions on Pokemon. I have so many opinions on Pokemon. We're gonna play Pokemon when it comes in, by the way. I'm just not sure when it's gonna come in because usually it always delivers like a day late. Maybe this Saturday if everything ships to me on time. But it's coming from the Pokemon Center. I just delete Pokemon I don't like from my brain. I don't want to give it that room. You know, there's so many Pokemon out there. I already don't remember the ones I like. Next one should be summer and then Halloween. Oh, wait. The summer one's also really good, right? Summer Marzensky. Okay. I need to play again just to save up so I can pull Summer Marzensky. I'll do it for her. Grudgingly does it for her. Grudgingly goes to work, puts in the hours, puts the fries in the bag, clocks out just so I can swipe in the gacha game. Here, Blue Eye support cards. I am not doing boring stuff, I'll have you know. But anyway, we're not on that yet. Have you seen Mega Starmie? I have chosen to not look anymore. I saw Mega... What was it? Meganium? Meganium already has Mega in its name, right? This is just like Giga maxing here, first of all. Second of all, I wish I didn't have eyes at that second. I was like, man, it must be so nice just being temporarily blind so that people can just paint you this positive imaginary picture of what could possibly be. It just goes downhill from here. I'm just gonna close my eyes from now on and I'm gonna discover it in the game. Because the more I find out, the less excited for the game I am. And I don't want to be disappointed in a game I've already spent how much money? The price of a Switch too, and the physical for... God, I hope I at least get the pre-order, like... I guess I want Totodile? I don't know. I know I'll take Chikorita. I'll take Chikorita or Totodile, just not the pig. If it's the pig, I can't even find anyone to offload it to. No one wants the pig. I always rate Pokemon though. Every single one of my streams is like secretly rating Pokemon and talking about Pokemon. Saving for Doto? Who's Doto? Oh, May something Doto, right? Majiro? Was it Majiro? I don't know, there's a lot of Majiros. Halloween Rice Shower. Yeah, Halloween Rice Shower is the one that everyone says is really good too. Mega Clefable? No, stop it. Stop it. You're just like trying to give me psychic damage here. No, I refuse to learn. I will never. I'm not seeing. I'm closing my eyes. I don't know. Suddenly I don't know how to see. Meisho! Okay, it's the other May. Not a Meijiro, but Meisho Doto. Well, I'm not really into that type, so... You can go for it though. Anyway. Oh no. I have... I guess I could tier Umas, but that is also like... I know half of them at this point. You know what? No, that's a lie. There's a lot of horses, aren't there? There's a lot of horse girls. I know like a fraction of them. So obviously they're all gonna be top tier. Beyond that, it's just looks. But the problem is I never really liked the designs for Uma Musume to begin with. So I would be pretty harsh. Right? I only like half of the girls I do because I got a little more attached to them through the game. Like who was that weirdo girl? Twin Turbo? She looks like she's from a different anime altogether, okay? She does not look like she's from the same franchise. She looks crazy and like a monster girl, more so designed than everybody else. Like she could exist in a different monster girl related theme or whatever, but definitely not compared to like... She's like put next to like the most vanilla of all designs, Plain Drains ever, Grass Wonder. I also thought Grass Wonder had an extremely boring design, especially after I learned how important her horse is. I'm like, I feel like her horse kind of got snubbed here. I have strong opinions on character design. Character design is extremely important in video games, you know, and VTubers. It's just simple art theory. It's supposed to communicate a lot in a short amount of time, and if you mess it up and you ruin something slightly, then everyone will be up in arms. The Gundam horse? Is she Gundam-like? I don't think she's that Gundam-like. Isn't the Gundam-looking horse more Mihono Bourbon? She's like the cyborg horse. That's how I feel. Marvelous Sunday? Marvelous Sunday! She's a lot, but she still looks like she's part of the same franchise, at the very least. She looks like a girl that, like, overdressed a bit, is all. Yeah, the early Umas do have boring designs. I don't know. You wanted Bourbon? You guys want too much. You see, you need to be humble. You need to contain your greed. It sickens me. If you want not, then you will, you know, also waste not, which is your budget. You can't just pull halfway and not get it. The only way to win in Cygames games is only pull if you have Spark. If you don't have Spark or you don't plan on finishing your Spark, don't pull. Don't pull. Just wait for a rerun or something. Or wait for something better. Because you're going to feel worse that you are broke and you don't have anything to show for it. You guys, you like but Bourbon? Okay, she's not that interesting to me. I mean... she's one of those where, like, I don't think the design is that bad, but her character is so boring. I really dislike straight-laced people. People like that who just follow the rules like a machine. You know, it literally is. You can just replace her with a robot. I like the fact that it's a nod to her character as an actual horse and her legacy. But in a vacuum, I don't care for that. That just goes to show that you don't have your own personality. That's what happens when you're just like a rule follower, people pleaser, you know? No original thoughts between your cranium. No spark up there. In the anime, her trainer is Kiryu. I do not know who that is, but okay. I did watch the anime, the first... How many episodes did we get through? 4? Did we get to 4? Did we get to 5? I usually stop at 4, to be honest. Before I get bored. After the first climax, I'm like, okay, that's good. That's everything I need to know about the anime. It was okay. It was kind of all over the place. It's only interesting because I knew it was based on real events, I feel. Cygames feels more generous compared to FGO. Okay, but that's why I you know, dunk on FGO all the time. You're like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad compared to literal slavery. Like, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna give you a game that has no spark and no auto feature. No skip. Have fun. Aren't you having fun? Are you having fun yet? No, like, refresh. At least GBF gave us refresh and then finally full auto. We got full auto in GBF before you guys did. I just want to know. Just want you to know that. Yeah, because manually fighting, like, what is it? Skeletons and graves every day. It creates character or whatever. Builds character. Yeah, okay. Yeah, literal poop is like, you know, nicer sometimes. At least it doesn't advertise itself as something shiny. Yes, I am. The story is fun. Okay. You know, there's lots of fun stories out there that respects your time and money, but, yeah, it's okay. Stockholm Syndrome is a thing. Kind of slavery outside of story. You can skip story, but it's not super effective. No, I played it before when it first came out. And then I pulled, I literally pulled Merlin and then I stopped. I was like, okay. That wasn't fun, but whatever. And I gotta say, I didn't play a single interesting story. There was no good story. Like, story. Okay, I think you just also need to crack open a book. Like, at least play one of your little JRPGs if you want to spend 50 hours in a game. At least it's complete at that point, you know? There's like character arc and stuff. We're not just writing little shoehorned Easter eggs and like 2-bit jokes by some stand-up comedians that like their entire personality is haha, he's a perv or whatever. And like, haha, they're gonna do their same gag again. Guess what? They're the character that does the gag. Oh my god, say the gag, say the gag. Wow. How very original. Yeah. I didn't read a single piece of the story that was interesting in the entire time I played. I know it quote-unquote gets like deep or whatever and people die later and you feel things, but like at that point, like they should have rewarded me for my time I spent on it since I spent so much time anyway. I did spend so much time and effort and played the stupid seasonal events and grinded for my so-called favorite characters or whatever, despite never... I don't know anything about Fate except for like that game. I just like the original characters that were cute. I like the Liz. I always grinded the Liz events because she was cute. You know, she's my type. Yeah. And then like Prisma Ilya. Like, okay. If you say you like Ilya, I'm just gonna say like... There's only one type of person that likes that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to shame you for it. I'm just going to shame you for not admitting it. You know? That's just, you know, you just gotta be out and proud. You gotta be honest with yourself. You can't hide under the veneer of, oh yeah, this is very cultured. This is some highfalutin writing here. Like, no, you just gotta be, you know, in tune with your base desires. That's all. You pulled Merlin? Yeah, like it's hard. I started with Waver, and then I had Merlin, and then I had like, I don't know. Lots of good characters. You know me, I'm lucky in these kinds of games. Completely free to play. Hard work only, good luck only. And it didn't catch my interest because you couldn't skip. You didn't like Camelot or Babylonia? I don't even remember what happened during those. Like, not really. What was I supposed to like? God, I hate Saber. I hate every single Saber. They're so boring. Okay, wait, no, hang on. I don't mean like every single Saber, but I mean like the base Sabers. Like, oh my god, they're just a blonde person. It's like they're a knight and they're lawful good. Wow, we're supposed to like applaud that. Because, like, that's super rare. Like, have you gone to Japan? Every civilian down the street is a, like, lawful good person. My god. It's not unique, okay? Oh, but they're a good person. They're a good girl, good boy. Like, so's everyone else. Okay? You just like them because they're attractive. But in this world, there's a lot of attractive people. There's a lot of attractive games, and they all keep coming out, and they all look better and better and better, so... That's not enough nowadays. The manga doesn't have the fan service. Then what's the point? I thought that was the only reason why anyone stays for that kind of thing. I like Waver? No? Where did you get that? I said I had Waver in my account. That's what I started with. I didn't even know his character. I only found out like slightly through all the story. Like, oh, okay. So he's like connected with Alexander or whatever. I don't watch this or know anything about the base material. My favorite character was Liz and Marie Antoinette. That's how much I like the Fate series. None of the actual mainline characters are interesting to me. They're all freaking boring. The only character I like is Rin Tosaka from the main story. Yeah, I hate... Oh, okay, Okita's funny, but again, she falls under the character... Oh my gosh, she has one gag! She has one gag! She's gonna do the gag, guys! But I do like that she has, like, a 2-part bit with, Nobunaga. Like, I appreciate, like... the Tsukomi Poke... you know, Japanese duo, variety gag, comedian stuff. I do appreciate that. But if it's like the same thing over and over, then if I've seen it like once, I've seen it, you know, a dozen times already. Saber's Archer version is fun. Isn't it just the same Saber? I'm talking about personality here, okay? I know it's very hard to get through your brain because the personality is not attached to their chest. Oh, the peak aura farming moments, bruh. I just think that like things you think are cool is just flashy DBZ level stuff, you know? We're just gonna increase their power level even more. Oh my god, I can't believe they unlocked a new technique. They just really hyped it. Really hyped it up, didn't they? Marie is fun. That's because I'm literally Marie. She's literally me, you know. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell the similarities. We are both the most spoiled and selfish girls in the whole world. Nemo? I don't even know who that is. Okay, that's like too far down the line for me to have known. I'm not big on Antoria, so I understand. Yeah, I just... Rin has so much more characters. She's so funny. She's so like... She has complex feelings and thoughts. Everyone else is just like, what if she was like a regular old soldier with like regular old soldier responsibilities, but we made her a hot girl. A hot girl that fights for you. Okay. But who is she outside of that, huh? I'm not really into knights and I'm not really into soldiers, so it is what it is. I don't like people who are duty bound. Fairy tale unlock the power of friendship. I'm also generally like fairy tale. I don't like most things. That's why we can't really talk about that stuff. But speaking of which, I can, however, tier them based on zero knowledge if you would like that. But it would have to be based on like character design alone because I'm not gonna look up everything. I will do it based on pictures alone. The only problem is the tier lists I'm trying to look for. Some of the pictures they choose are very, very subpar. You know, they'll be like, they'll take someone's like, I don't know, 6th grade mugshot. You know, some like pixelated sprite, and then give someone else this like whole character CG art next to them. So I don't think we'll do like, I don't think it'll be super fair if I don't at least look them up a little bit and see what they actually look like compared to what the tier lister has chosen to be their passport government ID. Mordred's whole arc is what if I killed my dad and took his kingdom. I do like Mordred a little bit more, but also I completely understand coming from Artoria's perspective of why I wouldn't like Mordred. I mean, like, you know, get daddy issues and all that, but like, at the end of the day, they didn't want to be a parent. Okay, so what should we tier list here? I don't think we should actually tier list FCO. That sounds very boring. There's way too many characters. It would all just be based on the art, because all the art is different. What's your opinion on Gilgamesh? He's funny? I think he's funny and very, very gay. I support his gay bands with Enkidu, but I'm not super into yaoi or anything, so I'm not gonna like look beyond that. But like, if it's canon, you know, mazel tov and all that. What do you mean tier list chat opinions? You're all in the dumpster and Meimi is always right. That has always been the case since day one. I have Final Fantasy characters, but like I know something of most of these characters, so I feel like I'm also cheating at that point. Like, oh, I don't know their names. I wish they put their names on these. I wish they actually put their names. What kind of Fujoshi? You know I'm not a Fujoshi. Just because you say things doesn't make them true. Hmm? I chose this kind of stream because I thought I would take a break from gaming. I thought I would just like get an excuse to yap and spend time actually reading chat. But then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. You know, maybe I should have waited till the people with more based opinions came by. I don't know. We see some people here. Oh, hi Bree! Hello. Hello, Redoys. I hope you guys had a good time with Miss Bree. Was she playing Zomboid again, or did she peel herself away from Zomboid and manage to do something else, but was still AFKing in Zomboid? I don't know. I'm just keeping up with like the server updates, and it's just Bree has 50 more unnecessary levels in carpentry or something. So when we get bitten, we're going to hit them with, you know, a full house. But I hope you guys had a good time with Miss Boy. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a little fortune dealing witch from GlitchStars virus. Majokko Meimi desu. Although I'm in my Ojo-sama outfit for judging today. Oh. I am 50% sassy, 50% sleepy. Actually, I think the ratio was like 80% sleepy today. I managed to pull myself together though. 100% sure to make you smile and sass your opinions. You guys have better opinions on things. Nomura's character designs. Did Nomura make every single Final Fantasy character? What? I thought it was just the meme. I thought they only did the belt ones. I don't know the history of Final Fantasy that much. I did find one. It said character tier list 4 through 15. So the game's 4 through 15, I suppose? I'm looking here. I mean, that's a lie. That's a lie. I don't see the characters from the MMORPGs. Excuse me. This is the incorrect tier list. She's crashing out because she's collabing with her mother. Oh wait, that's always fun. I want to meet her mother someday. She sounds like a great person. And by that I mean like I don't know if I would have survived being her daughter. But I can understand how Brie came out and survived. You know, well, it works for her. It definitely works for her. It's one of those butterfly effects. I'm glad we have Brie today as a streamer. I don't think we would if her mother was anyone else. No words of light. I was literally looking for the one character I know from 11. Char something. The one Lalafell that I really like because she goes oh. Like that. I like every character that does that. Instant like. Unless they do it in like a fake Ojo-sama annoying way. We decided to make them a 2-bit character, B-rated villain without any thought. Oh yeah, Shantoto. Yeah, Shantoto. I like her. I think everyone likes her though. That's like not a based opinion. It's just the popular opinion. Okay, let's go over here. Majokko Meimi. Ba-ba-ba. I will not entertain dumb requests. Okay, so no more people asking about rating chatters or rating other like things that are just like there's no good results that can possibly come from those. Okay, so stop wasting my time. Stop baiting me into that. I'm here for a good time to judge things that are completely safe to judge, okay? And also possible for me to judge. Rate pizza toppings? That is too safe. That is safe to the point of boring. I don't have scalding opinions on that sort of thing. But anyway, this is like a tier list I found that said Final Fantasy characters tier list maker 4 through 15, but distinctly lacking the FMOs, right? I don't think I missed them. I think they're just not here. I don't see a single alpha. Also, who are these people? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, some people get like, okay, him of all people, like he gets like this nice drawn out artwork detailing what he looks like. Okay, I know your OG form. You also look like this pixel over here. How am I supposed to know who they are? This could be anybody. You guys need to like identify them for me. Who the heck? Yeah, okay, I know who Kimari is. Bruh, I'm talking about this poor girl on the right. Who is she? There's gotta be more than one blonde in the history of Final Fantasy. Which one is she? Like every Final Fantasy character? No. Did you not read specifically the ones 4 through 15 minus the 2 MMOs? And also, I guess the only ones that like this person deigned include thought they were important enough to include in any of those games. I guess they just never played 1 through 3. I don't know too much about 1 through 3. I know there was like chaos or whatever. She's from Final Fantasy 5? Which one was that? I don't know them by order, I don't think. From 4? Do you know SNES characters? Do you think I was playing video games when the SNES was around? I've like never touched one of those things. I think I saw one in like the behind the display in the Nintendo store. Like the museum setup. I thought they were like, I didn't think they were like real. Galax's granddaughter. Okay. The only ones Nomura hasn't designed are from 9 and 16. Which one's 9? Wait, what? 9? He didn't design the furry one? You know what? That kind of makes sense. he skips one game and all of a sudden they're all furries, right? Well, then again, Kimari exists, so I don't know. Okay, well, I don't really know how else to start other than we just go from the top. I only know some of them, but I do know, like, I don't know what I did, but like maybe I watched or had to sit through like some synopsis of Final Fantasy games at some point, so I do know a little bit. And like to the point where I played the phone game. I played one of the Final Fantasy phone games and not the Kingdom Hearts one. The one where like you gacha and you do turn-based battling, because I like gacha and turn-based battling. So I did meet half of these characters because I needed to know if they were good to pull or not. And then they talk to each other because they're all in like purgatory or whatever. Spoilers. It's shut down anyway. And all I know from like the 2 snatches of conversation I heard from all of these is that this girl is me. Am I right? I think she's me. I think I'm her. I think I think she's really cute. Okay, let's do S. Let's do A, B. Actually, Trash and Deserves Better is pretty good. I don't think Deserves Better. I don't really know what Deserves Better is. Trash. Trash is, I guess, the bottom. I don't know what else it could be. Oh my god, you guys are... You see? I'm right? I'm totally her. Eiko? Okay, that's her name. She's a summoner, right? The summoner girl? The summoner girl who's like very tsun and very like hoity-toity and like very small. I was like, I have you know, I'm like the best summoner ever, so you're welcome for like me existing. Yeah. I think there's like... This is like a print of her that someone drew that I even bought. Having never played the game. I just want to play the game for her. I want to meet her. I feel like she's my kindred spirit. Here, I'll change this to literally me. Okay, let's do that. S design. And how about for a character? S will be like, I just think their design is really, really good, but I don't know too much about them. A character will be like, I don't really love their design, but I think from what I know of their character, that that I would like them and that they're solid. So for example, who is it that I thought the... Some of them have really boring designs. You're gonna have to like pardon me for that. Some of them deserve better, and some of them have really good designs, but like... What is with her design? Like, come on! You have girls like freaking like, I don't know. You have like Aerith and like, okay, let's choose the older games. It's not like a newer game, right? But like, Terra, right? This one's Terra. Like, even back then they had really, really good designs. Why does she get this weird jumpsuit? Why is she wearing a jumpsuit? Sorry, I don't actually know her as Garnet because when you met her, she was just Dagger, right? So like, she was going by her pseudonym Dagger when I pulled her or whatever. Yeah. I think this is robbery. Like, I think we did need Nomura back here. I would not even complain if he gave her a couple of belts. Like, you know me, I don't like belts. But honestly, I will trade belts for whatever the heck this is. A bright yellow jumpsuit? How is she a princess in this outfit? But like, even if you're saying, okay, so she's like undercover or whatever, like, she didn't have to have no drip. This is negative drip. Okay? This is like, oh no, you're not going out of the house wearing that, Missy. This is like she switched outfits with her janitor to sneak out. I don't know. Her attempt to pass as a commoner? That's the problem! The main character. Where's the main character? He's dressed better than her and he's a thief! So your point is moot! He's just much better! Oh, here he is. I'm gonna put him... I'm not super into furries. But like... He's dressed way better! He's a thief trying to look cool? Okay, I don't think thieves are, like, notoriously, you know, thieves because they have a lot of money to spare. If they get any good clothes, they're selling it! Okay, they're pawning it off! He's not exactly rich, is he? Thieves have absolute drip in JRPGs. Okay, that's fair, but... You're right, the rogues do dress pretty well. But canonically speaking, who is the thief and who's the, like, royalty? If I didn't know anything about them, I would say she's the thief and he's royalty. Wait, let me look up the character design. So, for everybody else, we can judge with the full information. Okay. I want to give you guys like the actual sprite too. Where is this? Cause like she looks better outside of the game, sure, but like this is what she looks like. Oh, does it redirect? I didn't really want it to redirect, but where's the gallery? Okay, this is what she looks like. She's I just gotta say, there's like Harvest Moon characters that look more detailed than her, and Harvest Moon is meant for simplicity and rural countryside life. Okay, so like this is what she looks like outside of the game, I guess, but it's I don't know, it's not really doing her any favors. She has like these billowy pirate sleeves. She has red gloves, which really clash with her bright yellow, bright orangey yellow. Like, I am not subtle at all. God, I hope I reflect the light and catch some, like, watchman's gaze as I sneak out of the castle outfit here. And some reddish boots, I guess, because she only has red leather. Because that's the most natural color of leather we got going on here. Is it a princess outfit? Oh, you mean she has a princess outfit in the game? Okay, but like... This is 90% of what you see. This is her main outfit. Channeling the 70s workout outfits. No! With what butt? No get for it. Here's the Dane. I just want to say she's the main girl. She's the main girl. Look at this guy. This is this is the main guy. This is the protagonist here. Does he not look like an aristocrat? Like, what is this? This got a little ribbon here. Dang. They got a little vest here. She's got gloves that are like, they have, I don't know, the fold over part. I don't know what you would call that, but it like folds over even. What the heck? His daggers are nice even. His hair, he's got like a little like accessory. He's got earrings. Is this an ascot? I'm always confused if it's like an ascot versus the whatever the other term was. He looks like a circus act. Okay, that's only because he's a furry. Okay, we can't judge him for being a furry here. That's not his choice. It's part of the plot. A cravat? Oh yeah, cuffs. Listen, I forgot like everything of the English language tonight. What are we tier listing? Final Fantasy characters. Final Fantasy characters specifically 4 through 15 without including... Wait, 4 through 14 maybe? Without including the MMOs. A mix between an ascot and a cravat. That makes me even more confused. I still do not know what the distinction is between those. Where does the distinction lie? The fact that there needs to be 2 layers? How many ruffles there are? Where it's attached? Garnet's negative wrist. It's true. Ugh. I'm just so sad. He looks like royalty and she looks like some orphan he like saved off the street. But anyway, I do really want to play 9 because it sounds like a really good game and it has every single character that I think I would like. You know, it has where's the characters? Where's the character list? I think it'd be easier if we just went basic by game, huh? Ah, here it is. Oh wait, this is literally the wiki page. Just link to the actual wiki page, why don't you? Why wouldn't you link it like within the fandom page? So I can click on the individual characters. What do I need this for? Okay. This isn't helpful. Friends, allies. There's Miss Garnet, the love interest. Whoa. Love interest. Okay, we have Vivi. Obviously, everyone knows Vivi, so I'll leave Vivi for later. Adalbert Steiner. Okay. Wait, what? Steiner is his last name? I've always heard him... I always heard him referred to as Steiner. So... I thought that was his first name. Adalbert is his first name? Adalberto or something. Okay. Oh! Actually, I closed it. Let me find it again. Fantasy characters. Oh. No one calls him Adalbert himself? Your first to self is that? Where is it? Where is it? Oh gosh. The ads on this website. I think it was on the next page. Yeah, I want 9 to be remade. They tease it every year, don't they? Yeah, it's coming. But no, they'll probably like finish 7 or whatever. They're making like 50 games for 7. Lead characters? This one maybe? Wait, this is 300? Oh. Oh! It has Shantoto! Okay, let's do this one. Wait, it has every character. The MMOs. isn't this the Chaos game too? Isn't? Oh, wait, he's the evil guy from like 15, right? Okay, I don't know. I didn't play those. Let's do this one. This has everybody. Equal opportunity. Hey, they even have a nicer picture for Zadine. Where's Garnet? Do they have Garnet? Oh. Huh? There's too many characters. It's hard to locate any of them. Stop with the ads. It has Stranger of Paradise? Okay. How many of you guys actually played that? This is too complicated. I just want them to be sorted by game. Is that so hard to ask for? Phoebe's here? Oh, this is Garnet! She blended in! Okay, well... That's really not her fault, but... It's really hard to tell. Okay. Literally... Love of my lives. S for design. A for character. B for meh. Lol, trash. We don't need anything else beyond these tiers, right? She's going incognito because she's a freaking thief. My god, I don't know about you, but I think thieves don't wear bright orange. We started with 9, so let's just do 9. There's eco. I think this is the only right answer, right? I've never played the game, but like, I think any lower is like, I don't know. You're put on a list. You just death by firing squad for having the wrong opinion. The entire fandom exists to protect Vivi. Oh, there's Steiner. Steiner, he's not a bad guy, right? He's not a terrible guy, right? But loved by everyone. I don't think anyone complains. Put him in trash. All I know is he follows them around. He's extremely rule-oriented, but in a very simple-minded way. Is the nice way to put it. He's the Unk? Oh my god. Does he do anything for Garnet? That's his only saving grace, that he's supposed to protect the princess, right? You like him? He's a good guy, just hate his eyebrows. He's just got resting, you know, brown face, okay? Can't hate a guy for that, but he has a good redemption arc. Oh, really? He doesn't... He seems like Kronk to me, but like less funny. Is that accurate or no? Like he's there to like pull the wrong lever. He's really cool later on. What? Man, they better remake this game so I can play it. I don't want to go through all the effort of like getting an emulator just to get an actual better remake down the line. He's very Kronk-coded. Ooh, my instincts are so good. Okay, fine. I'll put in B. I'll put in B. Actually play this game. That's what I'm saying. I want them to remake it so it's better and like smoother. I'm not going to spend 50 hours redoing the same dungeon. Okay, the next one is her. I don't know her name, so please hold. Please hold while I go look her up. Beatrix? Freya? Which one? No, this is not it. What's her name? Freya? No. Oh, Freya's the rat? Burmesian. Oh my god. Is she related to Arissa? Wait, wait, dragon? A rat dragon? Is Freya on this list? not see her. Oh, this one. Okay, you know what? Because they're a rat... I thought they were just a rat, but they're a rat dragon. So, like... that kind of goes to A. Just based on that alone, that seems kind of cool. I don't really like rats, but like... Let me see. They don't have a gallery. Who makes this fandom page? This fandom page sucks. There's no pictures of them. Freya Crescent. Okay, Freya Crescent Final Fantasy. It's just 50 pictures of the same exact thing. Okay, I guess there really isn't anything else but this. They're a red mage, right? Stereotypical red mage outfit. Unless they're a dragoon. Are they a dragoon? Because they're a dragon. Are they actually a dragoon? Wait. The fact that they're a dragon, I didn't think about it. Yeah, it's not even in the wiki. Her class is dragoon. My god. I did not think that hard. Well, she was wearing red, okay? Easy mistake to make. Unlike in Final Fantasy XIV, where the blood of the dragon soaks their armor and literally stains it red because, you know, Estinian does not believe in bathing. He's from medieval times, please understand. He just walks around with a red armor after that because he doesn't freaking bathe. And we could have like skipped that entire arc if he learned to wash metal. Okay. Wait, Beatrix? Is it Beatrix? It literally didn't pull up anything. Beatrix. Oh. I can't really tell. She looks like a knight. She looks like a few different conflicting design elements going on at once. She looks a bit femme fatale. Just based on her being like a hot older lady. But then she has this like knight-like armor. So she looks like she has morals and duty. Like her little visor thingy. But her hair is super dated. She looks like a Bond girl. Is she supposed to be a Bond girl? She steps on you in the game? Is she actually a Bond girl? Or is she more like an upright, feminine woman that just smacks you? Make Steiner become better? Steiner's gal? What? She deserves better than him. Please don't relegate her to just the love interest. I'm sure she's more than that, okay? Her hair really does look like she puts a lot of effort into it, but for the wrong reasons. I feel like she'd be prettier if she just let those curls out, but... more so a noble knight character? Oh wait, that's a lot more boring. Hey, sometimes I think that if I stepped on you guys enough times, you guys would also improve. You know? It can't possibly hurt. There's not enough brain cells left to lose there. But, okay. She's gonna stay to be, though, if she's just a noble knight. Is she, like, the drill sergeant type, right? If you played GBF, like, oh my god, I don't remember any of their names anymore. The society member? Ilse? Like that? He betters herself? She stands on business? Isn't that her job? She's a very strong leader. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have feet right now. Can't step on you today, Dard. Oh well. How is it? Thank you for the raid! Welcome. I'm currently in the midst of tier listing Final Fantasy characters. So you can all chime in if you would like. But I'm a little fortune dealing wish from GlitchStars Virus and Alphamira Majokko Meimi Dasu. I don't have my hat on today, sorry, but I am usually a witch. Today I'm a judgy Ojo-sama. Oh, I also forgot. GlitchStars has a new logo now. What do you guys think? Is it like... Do we have a video? We only have a video of it, right? We didn't post it like by itself, did we? We just posted the really cool trailer. The really cool trailer was made by Arissa, by the way. Here. I will show you guys the logo real quick. Oop. This is our new logo. I don't know how much we paid for it, but I think it's too much. You don't want to know how much we paid for our last logo either. This is why our accountant quit. Just kidding. This is why Faith quit. As soon as Faith left, everyone was like, we're gonna spend money. Whoopee. Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. I didn't really have any strong opinions on it. But I just didn't like the alternatives. So this is actually the best case scenario compared to what we were getting. At this point, it was just too far down the line. You know, we were kind of stuck with this person. So like... everyone had already chimed in with their opinions. And this is how it ended up. I'm like, oh well, I guess it's okay. But I feel, don't you feel? Okay, here, let's tier list this. Let's tier list the new GlitchStars logo. My opinion of the new GlitchStars logo upon first view. If I didn't know what a GlitchStars was, I thought this was like some kind of newfangled like app. I thought this was like the logo for either a new app or some new like flashy video game company. You know, they're trying to sell things to kids but also look like they have new technology or whatever, and they're really pushing that like slightly glitchy effect, like woo, it's like a pixels, that's so cool. And then like the neon part looks very arcadey to me. The stars on the right, it's not crypto. Yeah, I'm tier listing my own company. They're not immune. They cannot escape my judging gaze. Like, I think if this said anything else that wasn't like GlitchStars, just say it said like WitchStars. WitchStars. You heard it here first, folks. I think like it would be some kind of company that's like trying to market themselves as like fresh and new technology on the scene, and they're trying to like look friendly, like buy our product, gamers. We are really safe to be putting on your phone. Definitely worth that, like, you know, 5 GB update or whatever. Not going to have microtransactions, but there is a merch store. Twirl's hair. With all the mean merch, if you haven't checked recently. But yeah. Those were all of my first impressions of this particular logo. I have to tell you, it was kind of a horror story behind the scenes. There was like a lot of alternative logos, and in those parallel worlds, we were left either to our face or behind the scenes, behind closed doors by every other company. I just gotta tell you. They will never see the light of day, but we killed them for good reason. The G? What do you mean the G? The star is supposed to be that the brighter purple, the magenta-y looking points of the star is supposed to be a G, and the bluer parts are supposed to be an S, so it's GS. But honestly, delete that piece of information I just told you. What if I told you? Actually, it's supposed to be ZA. Right? What if we'll go? Whoa, hang on. What if it was HN? It could be anything, right? Like, let's be real. It's a star. That's a star. We can call it whatever we want. I can manipulate how you see it. What do you mean, like Pokemon? What Pokemon logo? It's just, it's a star. Yeah. But, we can call it a G and an S to make ourselves feel better, though. So we're gonna just use, like, the simple version of the star as, like, you know... just... is the simplified logo. Or just the GS. GS by itself, the bottom left one. That star as well. It's a little weird that the two stars are different, though. But, I don't... well, it's okay. Oh, the ZA! Pokemon ZA! But doesn't Pokemon ZA look like Pokemon ZA? Yeah, let me look at it again. Does it not? It looks like a ZA! What are you guys saying? Pokemon ZA. This is a Z and that's an A. Okay. Oh wait, I'm literally hiding the screen. Well, this is a Z. And that's an A. Like, I can't tell you that's something else. What is this? An N missing a line? A very stylistic backwards S? No, it's a Z and A. It makes sense. Okay? At least a little bit more than this. What if the star was a Z and A? Oh, like the new Pokemon. Well, you could kind of see it, right? It needs an intergalactic spider. Ugh, stop it with the spiders. There's nothing to do with the logo. Anyway, it's a new logo now, so we're gonna be updating our stuff soon. In case you forgot what our old logo is, I'll show it. But I don't think it was a secret, but it was. I guess it was kind of a secret because we're being nice. You know, we can't say bad things too openly. But none of us liked it. None of us liked their logo, but apparently they paid big bucks for it, so they couldn't get rid of it. This was our previous logo. I did put it in, like, you know, other stuff. I put it in the backgrounds and marketing and stuff. Other than that, we didn't really use it much. And this was, like, the other version of it. I really love using gradient tools. Gradient fill, yeah. I think the problem is that I just, in general, am not a really big fan of the initial aesthetic, right? The initial vibes that it's supposed to be capturing. Yeah, I don't like vaporwave. I don't like 80s retro stuff. And I don't really like I don't know, old nostalgic kind of callbacks in terms of these like colors and the font choice and stuff like that. I'm more of a modern, sleek kind of gal. Here, I'll compare. This is Outbreaks. I don't have them all downloaded. I just happen to have Outbreaks. This is Outbreaks. We got a couple things going on here. We got like I don't know, it's a little bit more uniform. We have where's viruses? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Here's virus. So, like, same person who did these, right? So I get it. Like, it's more modern. Both of them are supposed to be going more modern, and now. Oh. And now these are companies. Does the top not suddenly feel a little bit more like a clip art? PowerPoint, you know, file, I don't know. Just a little. just a tad. Just maybe a smidgen. We got more. I got more for you. Where's my other ones? Overlays and assets. My logo looks very different because obviously I'm going for something very different, so it's pretty hard to compare my logo to it. But I have the Alphamira logo. Let's use that. Okay. Bam. This is the Alphamira logo. Oh. If we want to talk about the same concepts that are being used, which is we've got gradient going on, right? It's like thin and sleek. If you zoom in, a lot of the concepts that were used were like the different stars that decorate the font, which includes all of us, the amount of stars or the amount of girls, and it looks a little bit like a shining, flaming torch of a star. And then the nice colors that don't look like they were just markered in. Oh, the Wolog Spider's colors. Okay, just stop mentioning him, will you? The other girls, like, were the ones that were brainstorming when they first made the company. Okay, it wasn't like him alone. He didn't like it either. They just couldn't get another one because it was expensive. The old logos are here. The new ones look much better. It does, doesn't it? It does. So yeah, at the very least, the new logo does look much nicer. We have... Ta-da! 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 Used to be this, now it's that. We now became a tech company. We used to be a clip art insert, and now we're a tech company. The thing is, part of what, you know, we were thinking about when we were brainstorming. Well, I say we, but it's like as if I took any part in this. I did not. I did not. But part of what the thought process behind it is like, what goes into designing a logo? You know, what is it used for? It's used for marketing, right? Who is it marketing towards? At the end of the day, who do you think it's marketing towards? Where does the logo need to look good? You guys barely saw our previous logo, right? It doesn't really matter. Maybe if we were like made more merch with this on it all over, it would be a little bit more important. But like, do you guys have like Cover Corp logo backpacks and stuff everywhere? Probably not, right? It's marketed towards other VTubers. It's marketed towards VTubers. It's not really marketed towards fans. It's not really marketed towards other companies because other companies don't care. Let's be real. Companies do not care how other companies look. They care about their reputation and if they're, you know, good to work with or whatever. They'll take anyone as long as you act professionally enough. Who cares if you have a logo or not, you know? But we want to look legit to other VTubers and to like just ourselves. So we feel proud of the company and we like it too. So at the end of the day, as long as we're okay with it, it's all good. Anyway, that is that was that tangent. So yeah, big news. We spent a good chunk of budget on that. Yeah, I'm not really into techie things. I'm not really into like that kind of aesthetic to begin with, so I can't really imagine, you know, what would have been the best case scenario if I designed it anyway. But for what it is, it's fine. GlitchStars reinventing things that already exist, but with AI? What? Oh, you mean as a crypto company? Dude, it's kind of scary how much Logs keeps wanting to use AI, but we keep saying no. Anyway, that's neither here or there, but there you go. I tier listed my own company's logos. Let's go. I do still prefer the look of the virus and the outbreak one and the ephemera one the most. The ephemera one's like my most favorite. Because like I prefer that like fantasy look, obviously. But I joined a more Western company. So I must abide by their aesthetic as well. Kuja getting a B. I didn't even bring Kuja out, did I? Where's Kuja? Oh, this guy, right? He looks like a Sephiroth knockoff. But let me find him. It? Oh wait, enemies. Oh, he doesn't even have a page. Are you kidding me? What's the point of a Final Fantasy wiki if they don't have a page dedicated to the main villains? Hey, is this how he actually looks like? What? Who upscaled all this? Is he just in like other games where he looks like this? This is how you normally look, right? This is definitely how you originally looked. I'm not on the right wiki? Really? Oh. Dissidia? Oh. I don't really know that game. The fighting game or something? Oh, right. He has a really weird looking design. You're totally right. I thought he was more furry looking than this. Oh, this is his furry form, right? Okay, for his furry form, trash tier. This, meh. He's got that signature pretty boy face. I feel like this is trying to take Sephiroth's winning formula and like change the homework a little bit. But the game is kind of goofy. Nine's kind of goofy. So he just ends up being a goofy furry, right? He had a tummy window before it was cool. Listen, I don't really have an issue with his tummy window, but the bottom part is like, who wants that? Who needs that? This is... They're trying to appeal to Fujoshis here. They're trying to ship him and Zidane? Hello? I don't know. Should I keep him out of trash tier out of respect? The 90s pretty boys back then were different? As in they were allowed to flash people? I don't think public indecency of laws has changed that much. I thought he was a woman at first. Common Final Fantasy mistake. Do you guys think he's trash tier or what? Belial coded? Okay, but Belial's like on a different level. Does Kuja act like that though? Does he act like he looks? I don't know this guy. You thought he was a woman too? Maybe it could have been improved by being a woman. Debatable. He does act like how he looks? In positive or negative way? Them chapless pants. Oh, them chapless trousers. It's on the PSP? I forgot that existed. Doesn't act like Belial, but he's evil. Well, I mean, that's his job description. If he wasn't evil, then why is he a villain? He's a B. You like the peak 90s fantasy villain design? Alrighty, Mr. Bobs. Okay, we don't judge here, you know, but like, you know he's not a woman, right? I can keep it in B. I don't really have strong opinions for him. Except that his furry one is trash. His furry version is trash, but like... I don't think anyone will contest that. Okay, this guy. I don't really know what to think of him. I don't know. What's his name again? Is it Cinna? No. They don't tell me anything on this stupid fandom. Quinna? It's a lady? What? What? Okay, you know what? Okay, looking at this, except for the freaky tongue, like put that away, but kind of grandma vibes? A little bit. Just a funny girl? I thought it was a funny guy. Kind of reminds me of a grandma, but like Betty Crocker if they were evil. I don't know. They look a little sinister. I know the whole point is they just want to eat, right? They're just a glutton. The freaky tongue meme? There's a meme? The tongue is core to her pig. Huh? There's no way Kina marries Vivi. Don't do that. That's like child endangerment. Keep her away. What the heck? Stranger danger. I'm calling CPS. You like this character? You rate the concept of men? Trash tier. Unnecessary. Worst patch known to Earth. I read somewhere that was like men should not work on trying to be needed. They should appeal to being wanted. Because women don't really need a man. But men keep insisting that women need men. Men should appeal to our sense of like wanting men. But it hasn't really worked that much for me. She eats everything and becomes crazy powerful cooking mage. I guess I respect that. She kind of reminds me of the Calico Granny that cooks. Looking at this, but like looking at the game sprite gives me the sinister vibe. Look at this. It looks so scary. Wait, are they a frog? Oh. Wait, that kind of makes sense. I did not realize. Okay, they have like articulated fingers. I guess we don't know anything about the toes, but they're not webbed. They are not webbed. They can hold the fork. The pursuit of fine dining. I don't think the pursuit of fine dining includes eating everything, okay? That's just being like a trash tier gourmet. That's like what is it? Diners, dive-ins, and drive-ins and dives. You just eat everything and say it's good. A frog person that eats frogs. It's kind of messed up. I think actual frogs eat frogs sometimes, you know? The frog eat frog world out there. Not exactly a frog. Okay, well, I noticed that much. But I mean the tongue. The tongue being a frog, ancestor? I don't know. Somewhere along the tree, it makes sense. I'm suddenly understanding that. Huh? Enjoying Thanksgiving? Why would Leah be enjoying Thanksgiving? She's also not Canadian. A very hoity-toity view of food. Okay, well, not everybody can like... Not everybody can just like go out there and eat everything and call themselves a critic. What's the point then? Oh yeah, I'm totally a gourmet. What do you do? Oh yeah, I just eat. What do you eat? Like, you know, everything. But how does that make you any different than me? My life is a lie? Huh? What are you talking about? Leah not Canadian? What? Why did you think Leah's Canadian? Huh? She's so American. She's so American. But also, how would I have met up with her if she was Canadian? You think I would drive all the way to Canada? Canadians? A true egalitarian understands you need to taste everything yourself to understand true gourmet. It's like the Hunter x Hunter like gourmet hunters that they made for one episode and never returned the concept. I can kinda understand. She can eat humans but says it tastes bad. And you don't learn any skills. That's because you're not cooking them right. But I don't know. I'm not the cannibal. You're gonna have to ask like Daya or someone. Just Kina. A for such a unique design? Well, the design is interesting. They just seem a little sinister to me. I'll give them an in-between, okay? A for character. Very interesting concept and execution. Definitely above the boring tier, right? They're, you know, nothing if not, you know, boring. Is that how you say that? Anything but boring is the correct way to say it, right? Until we get more chapters, we'll get back to it. Yeah. That's what they're doing with Final Fantasy VII, right? Definitely improving that remake. What tier does Leah go into? Literally love of my life, obviously. Everybody and Virus is literally love of my life. Why else would I have played Factorio for her? You don't do that if that's not true love, okay? I think I have, like, proven myself to the depths of hell. I've, like, walked into hell and backwards to prove my love for Leah by playing more than 1 hour of Factorio. I know so much about Factorio now that I can never get back out of my life. Like, oh god, like I dreamed about Factorio. Oh, I don't understand people that enjoy that game, but god do I know how to optimize some stuff now. Can I replicate that optimization? Probably not, but it's sure do understand it now. I could not believe I was watching Meimi Magic. I'm like, autism. I really am not autistic. You know, the more I play these games, the more I'm like, yeah, no. Definitely not autistic. God. Helps you min-max your time? No. Half of my time spent in Factorio is being like, I made everything and now I'm like crashing out because I have to remake it all, but like 2 pixels to the left. That's the game. That's the game. Sorry, you thought you only need to make 2 of those things. Sorry, you need to make 10. So move everything down. That's the game. I can't believe it. I understand everything about Factorio now. If I understand that, right? The scaling. I'm just like, dang. Do I just sit here and wait for the science to be done, or do I just make more science? The answer is you always have to make more science to get to it. Now play RimWorld? RimWorld sounds more fun, to be honest, because you can name them slick characters and they have personalities, okay? The bugs don't really have personalities, but all I understand while playing Factorio is we are the bad guys. It is not the bugs' fault. Like, if I started polluting on, like, someone else's planet, why do I get the audacity to be mad that I'm getting attacked? It's just that they're bugs, that they're ugly, and I don't care. You know, I hate them on principle. But like, yeah, we are the invasive species. We are destroying their world and then abandoning it. For no reason. We're not even taking resources out of it. We're just like building our spaceship and going. Or eating ourselves out. We're like... It's like if dad came, stole all your money, and then left for milk, right? making your house unlivable. Trash the place. God. But it's okay. Bugs are disgusting, so I will never sympathize with Zerg. Never! RimWorld's completely different. I don't know too much about it. I just know you can name silly people. Less min-maxing, more random catastrophes adapting. Is it more like a sim? City Skylines, like? Or something? Starship Trooper. Is it now? Yeah, that why. But yeah, no, literally. Imagine if, like, the planet was inhabited by adorable fluffy bunnies. And those bunnies became, like, vampire bunnies because you started polluting and mutating them. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Just... take me now, buddies. I'm sorry. My mistake. Carry on living peacefully in a world without pollution and technology and humankind. Managing a bunch of people crashing out about not eating with a table. I too crash out about not eating with a table, so it's a very valid concern, okay? What are you going to do in that situation where you can't eat with a table and somebody else can fix it? Huh? You're gonna sit there and not complain? Like a sheep? Obviously, when you're the mayor, you're like, okay, your table doesn't matter that much because other people out there are, like, dying of starvation or whatever. But they're like, no, this is the most important thing in my life right now. You fix it. I will never pay taxpayer dollars again until you fix it and give me a table. So, like, honestly, understandable crash out. Frostpunk? I haven't heard that one. What's that one? You send children to coal mines. Why do you think that is more suitable to me, huh? Just because I like managing peasants. Have I told you I've been playing Pikmin? I started Pikmin. I finally broke and I was like, I'm gonna play Pikmin 1. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play a game. I should have streamed it, honestly. The amount of times I've been yelling at my Switch over the stupidity of Pikmin. The sheer stupidity of the Pikmin AI. Oh my god. And Pikmin 1. Oh my god. I started out being like, no Pikmin left behind. They're so dumb. I love them all. And then, like, 2 hours into the game, I'm like, fine. You can't, like, go up a simple bridge. Die then. Stay there. Every time I walk across a bridge and 5 of them just fall off, I'm just like, I give up. That's your home now. You're gonna be buried in there, that lake. We can't find a solution. Oh, that's so much trouble. I actually had to restart the day like 2 times to fight the bosses. They gave me so much trouble. And then the first time, I accidentally threw a bomb at a whole bunch of my own Pikmin, and you just saw... What's that, like, what's that quote? And you just hear 1,000 cries of Pikmin that called out in anguish at once, and then was suddenly silenced. I just stood there being like... And then I made some rather obscene noises. I can't believe, yeah, I committed Pikmin genocide. But it's okay I didn't, because I reset the day. It didn't count. It didn't count! I didn't know! I was just throwing Pikmin at the enemy. I didn't know I grabbed the yellow one with the bomb, okay? And the other ones were fighting the enemy so they didn't run away in time. I didn't know they killed their own kind so viciously. Oh yeah, I felt a great disturbance in the Pikmin. As if a million of voices suddenly cried out in terror. And were suddenly silenced. And I can tell you what the cry sounded like. It sounds like... The Pikmin noises, I'm so familiarized with their cries. As soon as they start screaming, I'm like, now what? You know, like you just hear like this one Pikmin get killed, or like their fatal damage sounds as they get like picked up, about to get eaten, and I'm just like, did you guys go aggro yourselves and wake an enemy up again? They're like, meow. And then the ones that are drowning are like, but sometimes if you like blow your whistle at them enough, they manage to pull themselves together and climb to shore. And they drown in literally like waist-height water. All of them are just wade through it. These Pikmin just like don't know how to tread. They just don't hold their mouths up. They just straight up walk, and then the water goes over their mouth, and they just drown. That's it. God. If you accidentally kill every single Pikmin of one color, the game dramatically writes the text Pikmin extinction. Pikmin extinction. Then the game just ends then. I guess it's unplayable if you don't have a way of getting the other colors back. Oh my god. What did Pikmin ever do to me? Excuse me? Every single time I tried to lead them on an excursion, then you have like 5 Pikmins that just decide they just want to walk into the wall. They like keep trying to walk into the wall for 5 seconds, and then they sit down and they give up. They're like, well, I don't know where the other Pikmin went. They must have disappeared behind this wall. God. The Pikmin AI. My Pikmin eyes are so hacky. I've been learning because I play Pikmin Bloom, so I was like, oh, I'm so curious what the actual game is like. It's nothing like Pikmin Bloom. Pikmin Bloom is really a lie sold to me. No Pikmins die in the making of Pikmin Bloom. Many Pikmins die in the making of every single Pikmin game. At this point, I'm just like, oh, neat. Only like 16 of them died today. That's pretty good. That's a good record. I lost like 30 of them to like one of the boss fights that I even read, dude. He did walk into the wall for 5 seconds. He did. Wait, oh, the onion actually gives you one more Pikmin of the color, so you don't have to restart the entire game. Yeah, I would reset the game, but it could happen. Every single time I decide to walk slightly near water, the yellow ones gleefully find a way to drown themselves. It's as if they were waiting for that exact moment to take a dive. And then as the game was ending, and like I was desperately looking for 3 wayward Pikmin. I'm just like, where are you guys? And I walked to and fro, and I'm like, it says it's here on the map? Dude, they were hiding inside of a box. Inside of the box that like serves as a bridge. I don't know how they managed to fall under the bridge into that box and just never crawled their way back out. They like, that's their home now. Yep. And I'm just like, sometimes I think I have done them a disservice. I think I gave them too much sentience. You ever think that? Like, you know in Hollow Knight where like the Pale King gave them sentience? Do you think the Radiance was actually better keeping them dumb? Because maybe they never asked for this much, like, responsibility in life. Maybe they were happy just being, a root stuck in the ground. Like, I plucked them, and I gave them, like, I don't know, too much freedom. Too much access to higher thought. Giving them tasks. They're so task-oriented, but half of their task orientation does is just lead them to their own demise. Like, they could have led a much happier life, perhaps, if they were just stuck in the ground, living their carrot lives. Doing, like, what do plants do? Using their chloroplasts. They sure love photosynthesis. Now they tasted the sweet, sweet taste of nectar. They can never go back to such a simple life. Apparently, you guys... I mean, I don't enjoy killing them, okay? I don't enjoy killing them. I want them to follow my orders as exactly as can be. You know, when I'm like, okay, Pikmin, I order you all to go in front of you 2 feet and go do the task. And then, like, the task is literally just pick up something, and then the Pikmin around me are like, where's the task? Where's the task? Where's the task? There's a Pikmin in front of me, so obviously I can't hold it. I'm like, just go 2 seconds. Go 2 steps to the right. There's an open spot in the assembly line over there. Knowledge is suffering. Pale King, you now have free will and no taxes. It's true. Well, Pikmin don't owe taxes, but they do get eaten if they don't listen to me, so... I don't know. They probably wouldn't have gotten eaten if I didn't make them go out and wander the cruel forest. Yeah, I don't have Mahjong-style Pikmin either. They would look a little bit cuter. But you know, every single time you pull a Pikmin and it just like zooms in on them, and like these Pikmin literally are depicted like actual simpletons. Like they have trouble holding up their heads upright. I'm just so concerned for them. I'm like, you gave me too much responsibility over this life. This Pikmin doesn't even know how to like... I don't know. I feel like he would not pass the gaze test. Right? We shine a light into his eyes and make him follow it. Pikmin 1's pretty wonky. Dude, it's so hard. I don't know how to do half of these tiles. Or just like march them in front of me and they kind of know on their own. But I don't. They're like, yeah, we can. They start like cracking things on the ground. I'm just like, what are you guys doing? And then like they're nectar rocks. I'm like, oh, okay. Sure, thanks. Teach me something new. But then like half of them are like, we decided we were going to be stuck here forever because we're holding one of 3 slots to hold this and it is too heavy for us. This is where we will die. They just go distress Pikmin noise when they're trying to pick something up and cannot in fact pick it up. Once you get to Pikmin 4... That Pikmin 4, that's so far! Okay, I'm still struggling on 1. I'm on day like 9 or something. Pikmin aren't sentient? I think sentient is a stretch. They're as sentient as like a goldfish are, you know? Or maybe we need to like put that a step down. I don't know. Maybe like jellyfish. I don't think they have brains. I think they are driven by instinct and whistle blows. Maybe they're driven by visual cues. My Pikmin noises are cute. There it is. I'm gonna do a Pikmin voice pack next. It's just a short of me making various Pikmin noises. The only reason why I am like getting through this game is because I'm still driven by the need to leave no Pikmin behind. But it just turns into leave less Pikmin behind. Leave less Pikmin behind than I left yesterday. You know, and I see 1 or 2 that get eaten. I'm like, oh, there you were. The ones that die in the line of fire at least die with honor. The ones that die by drowning now, that's every like handful. White Pikmin? Yeah, we don't have white Pikmin in the first game. I want to play with the pink ones. The pink ones are my favorites. Pikmames? No, you're not Pikmames. What the heck? You can't just make a Meimi fit into every single pot, okay? It doesn't work like that. Imagine dying by not being able to jump high enough. Well, I mean, they're not dying just by not being able to jump high enough. They're dying because they are lemmings and they fell off the cliff themselves, okay? They walked into the water with full knowledge that they do not know how to survive that terrain. Or they like stepped in the way of some sleeping beasts. Like, they don't have to do that, okay? That's entirely on them. I'm just spending half of the game day shepherding them up a certain ramp, let alone telling them to actually do, you know, the part retrieval that I need them to do. I don't have enough time to figure out the puzzles. The puzzle is, can they walk past that gate without me accidentally leaving 5 of them to their demise? Wing Pikmin are cute. They are cute. You guys should play Pikmin Bloom. But it's been very rainy and I haven't been able to walk my Pikmin that much. That's why I've been stuck at home playing Pikmin 1 instead. What do you mean I decided to go to water with non-blues? Water decided to exist on the map in areas where I need to bring other Pikmin, okay? I had to bring the yellows to get bombs for me. That's not my choice. I too wish I could just pick up bombs with other Pikmin, but that's not how a puzzle game works. Where was that one person that was like, don't you like puzzle games? I just like, every time I play one of these games, I just laugh thinking about that one chatter. Maybe, don't you like puzzle games? Like, oh yeah, time of my life right now. 2 seconds into the puzzle, like, what's the answer? Chat, where's chat? Someone tell me. What's the mechanic? How do I beat this boss battle? There's this one boss where you have to fight like the 3 bird heads. And I just walked... I didn't know it was happening, so I just walked straight in. And like all 3 of them started pecking at my Pikmin. You know, they go peck, peck, peck. And then you just hear the cries of anguish and succession as they get crunched on. And I'm just like desperately trying to herd them away from those terrifying beaks. I had to redo it, and then I figured out you could just attack them one at a time. They're like, just throw things at their heads. That's all Pikmin can do. They could just be thrown at the heads. I was like, I can't even aim. Just throw in the general direction and hope for the best. My brain grow? My brain does not need to grow, okay? Just because your brain size is big does not mean it's wrinkly. My brain is so smooth, you could slide, like, you could slide a thought straight off my brain, right out of my ear canal. I just don't even intake the information to begin with. There's not enough crevices to hold a thought. You know where people are just like talking and you zone out and then they're like, you got all that? I was like, yeah, but just give it all to me again, just in case, because I wasn't listening the first time. I should get back into Pikmin. Yes, this is your sign. You should all play Pikmin. I need to find someone to play Pikmin 3 with me. I heard that one has co-op. Throwing them at your problems doesn't sound like good shepherding. That's the whole point of the game. That's the only mechanic they do. You throw things at the head. See, Pikmin are ants, I've understood. They're just ants. They have no individual abilities. But if you throw enough ants at anybody's face, you'll win. You know? Like... every single boss I've fought. Just throw a couple of them at their face and they're just like... whoop. Too busy getting ants off their face to notice the other ants biting their butt. Doesn't Leah play Pikmin? She does. But I think she's already beaten those games, is all. My brain is basically a Pikmin. It's actually 500 Pikmins in a trench coat, I'll have you know. Don't let ants near Meimi. I don't like ants. It's okay. They're much cuter than ants, so I will endure it. Get someone to join you to reciprocate the Factorio? No. I don't have a TISM game. If I ever have a TISM game, someone please call me back from the depths. You know, I will. That will be like my true 13th reason that I've like lost all purpose in life. Just sinking it all in something. I'm just very unwell. Throw enough ants at your enemy's face. Exactly. I'm just understanding. Like swarm tactics. It's real, right? Whites are poisonous? Well, okay. But like, you know, how does poison work? You gotta eat it. At some point, I'm gonna run out of them. I'm gonna make everybody eat them. Have some choke on the ants. No! Do you want Pikmin? That's how you get Pikmin. Yeah. You get Pikmin by cannibalizing creatures. And also feeding pellets for some reason. Uma's not! It's different. I let someone else's TISM, like, guide me. I didn't crack the code. I'm just, like, following everybody else's spreadsheet. Someone else tells me how it works. Back to drowning in League? Oi! That's not me. Wait, when's the... I checked the League schedule. They all start at, like, 1 AM, don't they? I can't do a watch-along. I'm so sad. Or, like, 4 AM or something. We can do, like, a thread. Or I'll just spam fans them. I don't know. I don't think people want to be spammed at 4 AM talking about the latest League match, but that's what you sign up for! Yay! 10,000 hours in game. Do not recommend. Oh, absolutely! That's how I feel about so many games. Unfortunately, Pikmin aren't Zergs, so it doesn't truly work. What do you mean, unfortunately? Thankfully, Pikmin aren't Zergs. So my love for Pikmin will never turn into hatred. It is pure. It is just pure annoyance sometimes as well on the side. You can rush enemies instead of throw. Oh, wait, are we talking about Zerg or Pigman? I think you can throw Zerg at them as well, just very slowly. You can launch banelings at them. It's not the same thing. Right, 1 AM is right on your time. Start stream. Oh boy, 1 AM. Imagine watching an anime girl expecting to get away with no leaks. Hey, I've been very good. The only reason I touched League for so long is because Leah pulled me in. You can blame Leah. I asked her when I first joined GlitchStars, hey, you wanna play... I like had a whole list of things. You wanna play StarCraft together? You wanna do this? You wanna do that? The only thing we did off of my list was Escape Simulator. I picked Escape Simulator because, you know, she likes puzzle games. And then she proceeded to not have any other games in common with me for months. So it really should just like be, you know, put on the record. That record is crooked right now. Set it straight. That I meet people more than halfway many a time. Okay? They just need to indicate that they are willing and accepting. But no, everybody just runs off and finds their friend groups that's willing to play their stupid friend slap games instead. 3-player StarCraft with GlitchStars. 3-player is so hard to keep up with, though. Broodlord that shoots Zergs? Dude, I don't play Zerg. I just know kill it with fire. Always blame Leah. I wasn't saying blame Leah. I'm just saying blame the kind of game she's into, okay? I found a picture that was like a bowl of Tylenol. And the caption was just, I'm gonna know so much about trades. Where is that picture? I love it so much. I'm gonna send it to Leah. That's like literally it. That's Leah. The Leah experience. Isn't there a... Oh, the slot machine game. Yeah, there is. I want to play it sometime, too. It's like Buckshot. I asked them! I said, everybody, do you want to play Buckshot Roulette? Let's play Buckshot Roulette for, you know, Halloween. Also hasn't happened yet. I can't find the meme. I saved it on my phone. I don't have my phone on me right now. I'll post it later, okay? The machine game. Yeah. Is it like similar to Buckshot Roulette, but easier or harder? I don't know. I beat Buckshot pretty easily and then proceeded to never win again, and then tried it again later and proceeded to win. Like I couldn't stop winning. So it's a little hot and cold. What do you mean League is a prerequisite for streaming? I think the only reason why is because at the time, the only streamers were like League streamers. But nowadays there's lots of different types of streamers. You don't have to go in and, you know, enjoy League. People will be like, what? People used to stream League only? I am too cracked at Buckshot. But like, it'd be funny if we were pointing at each other, right? It'd be funnier that way. They are scared of my power. But they could just shoot me if they're so scared. At the dead of night? I don't know what that game is. Are you not fond of Peak? I can't play 3D games. I don't know how else to like... I don't know how to make it even more clear. I don't know. Should I just put that on my wiki? My VTuber wiki? This girl is so motion sick she cannot play 3D games. Every other stream, people are like, what about insert 3D game here? I'm like, well, if you want me to get violently sick and stop streaming for like 2 days, then, I guess. The typing battle royale? I did tweet it, but then I tried the demo and it was really boring. So I'm just hoping that it improves. The only thing that's happening in the demo so far is you can face against bots and you can't get a typo wrong. And that's it. There's no other gameplay. So, hoping there's more than that. Yeah, I don't have a 3D brain. It's 2D only. I only exist in theory, actually. I am an imaginary friend of yours. Well, actually, I'm an imaginary foe of yours. I'm you're like... the girl you're afraid of at school who mocks you. The weird girl. She's weird, but she still manages to mock you somehow. That's me. I'm that manifestation. Motion sickness glasses? Dude, I'm motion sick in cars. I'm motion sick, like, in every possible way. It's not just, like, seeing something makes me motion sick, you know? The quirky side character? I'm, like, quirky, but in all the worst ways. You know, like... whatever is the opposite of a manic pixie girlfriend. I guess it's not the opposite. I'm still manic and pixie, but not like a dream girl. Manic pixie nightmare girl? The villainous coded for sure. Dramamine? Dude, we've been over this, my goodness. It's like you don't even listen to me. How fast the Earth is moving right now. That's you are moving on it. I exist as electricity and data being sent over the internet only. So, unfortunately for you, I am not affected by the passage of the I don't know, the Earth cycles or whatever. What do you mean, girl failure? Oi! I don't have to be a girl failure here. I'm a girl villainous, okay? Losing heroine? Why is she losing here? She's not losing. I'm clearly winning at making you guys more miserable, huh? You guys decide that your job here is to try to make fun of me and come up with terrible puns. And here I am judging your taste. Who's truly winning here anyway? Anyway, I've only gone through one Final Fantasy game. At this rate, we're not going to judge every character. We're going to judge every person. Every message that you guys send. What do you mean not winning at height? How do you know, huh? How about, like, I just wanted to be exactly this tall. You ever think about that? You ever think about that, how VTubers can decide their height? Huh? Well, I just decided this was the most optimal size. Yeah, that's right. I'm not some of those other girls that are overcompensating for their height by making themselves, like, 7-foot chads, okay? That shows insecurity. Why would I be insecure about my height when I'm exactly pint-sized and adorable, okay? Besides, it's better not to step on your egos. You guys can all be taller than me, and that'll be something you have over me. You want the rage bait questionable gameplay? Yeah? You wanna see me be bad at Digimon again for the 3rd time? I don't think that any of my Digimon gameplay has been any different since the first hour of the demo. And yet every single person manages to somehow to be entertained. I don't know. Why would someone willingly choose puntable height? Listen. I can brace myself and kick your shin. Ankle biter here. Digimon is fun. I've been complaining the entire time. All the comments are like, yeah, you're underleveled. And I'm just like, what? How can I possibly be underleveled? I fought every stupid enemy in the area. At that point, it should be illegal for me to still be underleveled. If a game makes you stay an additional hour in an area just to grind, that's a bad game design. You'll like the next part when you arrive to the Digiworld? 200 Digimon designs in one place. And 100 of them are going to be humanoid. I'm gonna crash out. A true Eiko lover. Eiko is short and perfect. See, you're just jealous. You're just jealous that she's just so efficiently sized. That, like, she does not need additional inches to her. Us Digimon freaks like to grind. Final Fantasy freaks like to grind too, god. Digimon that looks like humans? I do not like them. Why? Why do they have to look like humans? It's like we have the vast, limitless potential of human imagination to tap into. And, like, centuries and centuries of this. And we make everything humanoid. You know? Like, centaurs, humanoid. Mermaids, humanoid. There's literally answering the question, what if this animal looked more human? Okay, this, like, Yeti-looking thing is nice, but what if it stood up with 2 feet? My god. The ingenuity. Someone give them, like, a prize. I like the weird ones. I like the dragons. I like, there's, like, the Kirans. What else is there? At least make it a cool monster, right? Make it something that, like, a 2-year-old couldn't have come up with by doodling enough. That's some real thinking there. And then half of the Digimon are like, what if it was a cat, but they had a gun? And everyone's like, whoa! That cat has a gun! Coolest thing I've ever seen. And it's like that, but like repeat it for every other animal. What if that dog had a gun? That's like actually what I had, right? I don't remember that Digimon, but I had the dog that had the gun. He was a very good boy though, so I gave him a pass. But I'm gonna see it like 5 more times. I know. Digimon saw human data and copied into their lore. You know, there's a lot more to human data, okay? There's a lot more than just dogs with guns and dog people. Cat gunmon. Gun riflemon, my favorite. That's like what every Digimon fan tells me. I'll be like, haha, this silly concept. They'll be like, don't laugh at my favorite Digimon. There's the gun that has a gun. It's gunmon. The whole modus operandi is give it a gun. That's what Power World is. You know what? Power World tried to rip off both Pokemon and Digimon at the same time, and he didn't even know it. Honestly. They should have gone with Digimon designs. Maybe they would have been sued less. There is Gunmon. There is no way. I can't even make jokes about Digimon. I'm just always, like, prophesizing. This is like the opposite of Cassandra, right? Where everything I say that I hope is a lie becomes true. Power World Visionary. His name is Deputy. Oh, okay. What if the gun had a gun too? And they're friends. Power World more than recent Pokemon games? Well, that's your opinion, and your opinion has recently been wrong. So, I would discard that opinion. But yeah, I don't like 3D games. I tried like an hour of Power World and it made me dizzy. And then I failed to understand what was fun about it. It just feels like a worse version of other games. You wanna build like a factory? Go play freaking Factorio or Minecraft or whatever the hell it's trying to rip off. You want to play Pokemon? Go play some other Pokemon like. There's other Pokemon likes out there that just never got famous for ripping off Pokemon. It didn't have to be 3D either. We skip Final Fantasy, start rating, did you? Oh, there be spoilers. You should say that when you hate the world where you step on us every stream. What do you mean? You guys are just born in the wrong world if that's what that's the world you wanted to see. Have you played Pico Park? I have not played Pico Park. I've missed out on the Pico Park experience because every single group has managed to play Pico Park without me. And now I am, you know, rudderless, abandoned, alone, an isolated leaf in the ocean of all the people that have already played Pico Park without me and they're holding hands. How about copies more from Arc and other games? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Sorry, should I say, oh, that's so interesting? That's what every other VTuber would have said. Factory of building tier list. In the end, I just ended up rating Final Fantasy characters from 9 only. Is it okay? You don't like, who the heck is this guy? You don't need me to rate him, okay, right? We just need to go through the other ones. Onion Knight. Sorry, I don't know why he's a character. But I know he exists, and you can pull him. I don't know why. I think it's better I don't know why. Where is... You know, my truly spicy takes is that I think Cloud and Zack are overrated. I think Victor is hotter. Reno's hotter. Tifa's design is really boring. Just remove her boobs and she has no design left to her. Aerith definitely deserves better, but not from the game, from the fandom treatment. What else is there? I need to deal as much psychic damage as I can to Final Fantasy fans in the space of 5 seconds. Half of these characters, you guys, I love them, and then like their entire call to fame is that he goes like a Ganga or something. Clap, clap. And they're like totally deeply so in love. Their love scenes were like they spoke 5 sentences to each other, but it's okay, they're dating now. And it was really tragic that they, you know, met their untimely demise having never gotten to know each other. So it was really more just the potential that was left on the table, but it was never achieved. Yeah, sure, a love that could have been so beautiful because it never even existed. It didn't have a chance to bloom or anything. I actually think she's overrated, but as for design, I guess Amaric is very pretty, but he's very boring, so I can knock him down a peg for being a knight. But he's so in love with you, the wool, he does make you feel better. At least he's unashamedly willing to wine and dine you first. Like, other people don't even try to, right? This is the love of my life, though. Final Fantasy 14 doesn't really need me to give their opinions. I have the same opinions as everyone else otherwise. Where's my other girls? Shantoto. I've never played any of the Lightning games, but Lightning seems kind of boring. But then her sister seems kind of annoying. Lightning is actually probably more interesting because she has like an extremely complex story, right? I don't know, she has a lot to deal with. Oh, there she is. Shantoto is me. She's literally me. I think her sister's annoying. Who's the guy that she likes? No, right? I just remember he was the most annoying guy in the entire world. Cause like, you can play them and they're just... I don't know, they just have no redeeming qualities. What is this game upholding? Stake in toxic relationships? Give it all up for toxic relationships? I think that one's not an unpopular opinion, right? I just need to say it. Right? Snow sucks, right? Like... I only know him for 2 seconds from the Final Fantasy mobile game. And everything that came out of his mouth was just like, well, I don't know anything, but yeah. And I'm just like, okay? He's not even good at fighting. He's not even redeemably good at fighting. The sister was better than him. This is so annoying. God. But yeah. Yeah. Sarah, right? Was her name Sarah? Where's Kina? No, no, no. You're doing Kina dirty here. Where's Snow? This is Lightning. This guy, right? This is the sister? Is this guy Van or Hope? I don't remember. Wait, this is the sister, right? She looks like... are they the same character? What? Is she different characters? I don't remember. I don't know. But anyway, he's trash. He's literally trash. He's like... not even recyclable. He's burnable. Compost. Compost is too good a fate for him, but that would be the only time he would come of use to this world. That's another character? Oh, okay, okay. I just thought they're... I was like, wow, she really dyed her hair. It was really bright looking. That's Vanilla? Oh. What? Oh, Vanilla's from... the one with... is it with... I don't remember. It's been too long since I watched that timeline of all Final Fantasy games ever. Oh, it's on 13 too? What? Oh, okay, okay. Well, okay, her design is cute, that's all I know. Her design is pretty cute. Are there any other characters that are worth looking at? Quick, name your characters. Quick, name your characters for me to rate really quickly. And then we can wrap up Final Fantasy. Orange hair is Fang Lover? What? The twins? From 14? Or which ones? Do you know how little that narrows it down? The weird ones? The little one? The like little kids? Who the heck is Bash Squad Rosenberg of Tabasco? Silk? I'm not like gonna throw myself at him, but I absolutely ship the gay ship, you know? MS Silk is like literally the reason girls discover their Fujoshis. He's just so in love with his really fruity friend. Bask is from 12? What does he look like? Which one is he? You actually like him? Who the heck is this guy? Bashk? How do you pronounce it? This guy? He looks like someone's dad. Actually, you know what? I guess... like, he looks like a dad here. This specific look, if you told me this was from some, like, World of Warcraft, like, cinematic, I would have believed you. Right? You just told me he's, like, one of the lineage of, like, Arthur Kings. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense. That tracks. But this looks different. He looks like, I don't know, like the cool uncles, I guess. The disgraced knight type, looking for that redemption. Oh! That reminds me of Cormac a little bit. From Fire Emblem. He's 40? Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense then. I was like, what? He looks like a dad. Is he a dad? He looks kind of roguelike, I guess, like the outlaw look or whatever. There's no way he actually looks like this, right? Does he fall off this hard? I don't know. I'm not into like old men or anything. Ash is the sexy princess of the game. Huh? The old man party member? Is he like the mentor type? Is he like the oh man, what is that trope called? Like a Final Fan, oh, not the Final Fantasy, the Fire Emblem trope where like they give you this veteran, but then he like doesn't get any. He's not very good. Stat wise, you meet him in his fall-off arc. No, that's kind of sad. I don't know. He's okay. Maybe his character is interesting. He sounds like his character might be interesting, but just looks alone, he's kind of meh. Ash is... Oh my god, are you guys for real? Do I need to... Huh? This looks like the most generic Final Fantasy outfit ever. This literally looks like every single one of the outfits you get in 14. I'm not kidding. The short skirt? Hello? The like random kneecap pauldrons and stuff. What is those like armored sandals? But just enough so you can see like her socks or whatever. And then this top or whatever. We just need to give her Mikote ears and a tail. And make her hair like pastel pink. She literally looks like every single Mikote ever. She's the sexy princess. I think you guys were just looking for a crumb of something pretty. You guys just didn't see many cute girls in video games back then, huh? Final Fantasy fashion tier list? It's not a fashion tier list. I'm just saying this looks like an average Mikote nowadays. She's okay. She's okay, but this is not really revolutionary design. This veil or whatever is pretty cute, at least. But she looks very generic. I think Terra looks much prettier than her. But maybe it's because she actually has, like, you know, a unique design. 14 is unoriginal. It's... Well, obviously not very original. It's... it's supposed to be copying off of everything else, but... Still, this is... I don't know. Replicated 1,000 times. A big plastic bag for a skirt. The mini skirt, you mean? It's just a short leather mini skirt. I guess back in the day it was very daring, huh? I mean, I still think it's pretty daring. It's just like average amount of skin nowadays, which is pretty sad. Fran? Fran's the Viera, right? Fran is very cute, yeah. Design-wise, Fran is top tier. I don't know anything about her personality, though. Canelo wears onesies in the desert? What the heck is this outfit? Her hair is very silly. Wait, this picture looks very cute. But like this... The execution of it, not so much. Whatever the heck this outfit is... Yeah. Oh my god, this is like... What is it? Chapped trousers. Yeah, all the viewers are cute though, but that's like by default, you know? This is much cuter. Whatever this design is, and whatever like this design is, and this design is, a lot cuter than this. Where are they in here anyway? This is a critical mass. Is this Titus? This is the most unflattering picture of Titus I've ever seen. Why does he look like a Karen? He looks like a soccer mom with frosted tips. Do you see this? My okay. I mean, I like Titus, but that picture is not doing him any favors, I gotta say. Yeah, no comment on that guy. Yuna's kind of mid, actually, but her design is really pretty. So I think her character was really freaking boring. Man, I need like a thing that's just good with design, bad character. Yuna was... Maybe it's because the English voice acting was so bad. She was very naive, and every single sentence she said was like super flat, like, oh, really? But insert religious thing here. I'm just like, God, someone get me out of here. Where's Mr. Aaron? Mr. Aaron. Is it Aaron? Something. He's pretty cool. I'm not usually in favor of just supporting the fandom's opinions, but I can't disagree with this one. Aaron. Oren! Okay. You know, I was close, okay? What if I called it Aaron? What if I just intentionally pronounced it that way, huh? You'll never know. Oh, this is the princess. No, not the princess. Penelo? Penelo, right? I'll put her in the middle too. I'm trying to find the people that are extremely divisive, but I don't think I have any. Oh, the dad. Okay. Oh man, I do feel like he was kind of redeemed at the end. But man, he was kind of trash. I don't know. He really left with the milk. He left Oren to... Oren to, like, raise his child. You think... I don't know. You like Jet? Really? You think if Jet was your dad, you would be far more understanding? Did you watch the Spheres? Listen. He did what he did, but he wasn't a smart man. It was kind of his fault. What do you mean what Riku was in this one? Is that what Riku is the thief girl, right? I thought her design was really good, actually. I don't usually like blondes, but I thought she actually was very spunky and had a lot of personality. And she was like from she was from a race that was like super prejudiced against. So like that was actually a very interesting subplot, you know. Okay, granted they were pirates, but like she was a good pirate, so it's fine. That's interesting. I think she was more interesting than Yuna. But Yuna existed to like be part of what the trope required of her, which is to be pretty and not think too hard at times. Everyone else is just kind of normal. Yeah, this is kind of normal. I mean, like, obviously I like Yustola, right? But like, no one dislikes Yustola, so that's not shaking. That's not groundbreaking news. I need something that's like controversial. Pan? Pan? Oh, I'm not really into tomboys though. She seems cool. Lulu? Okay, I actually despise Lulu's design. Lulu, character-wise, I like. Her design is a royal mess, and you guys don't know anything about fashion. So you're willing to accept whatever this skirt is. Whatever this abomination of a skirt is. What the hell is this, guys? She shows 2 inches of thigh and you're all over it and you don't look any lower. Did she just like collect every single belt that washed up on her shore? And also, did we just like gloss over the fact that she lives on an island? She lives on an island like all her life or whatever, and every other island person dresses like an island person. And she just like has both fur and a black mage design, steampunk edging, and belts. And Asian headwear. It's just like 50 different design elements that are fighting each other for dominance. And all everyone else can remember is goth mommy. Please tell me what element of this is goth or mommy? Answer, it's just a lipstick. It's literally just a lipstick. That's it. That's all it is. We change up her face. We change up her face. We give her like Yuna's face or something. And then you look a little harder. Change your hair color or something. Look a little harder. Why does she have fur? What is the fur doing? Is she okay, let's like break it down a bit. Okay, like fur? Okay, what does fur evoke? Well, like colder regions. This is not a colder region, so that doesn't apply. Maybe like luxury? She doesn't really have that much money, so that doesn't really apply. Like a position of power? Mafia? I don't know. Nothing. Maybe the closest thing we can get to is maybe a cultist? A cultist that like picks apart animal bones and hides and stuff? Okay. We got that, I guess. She lives on an island though. Remember. We've got a corset cinching her top. Okay. We got some Victorian-looking corset added on, but that's like kind of goth-like, so the only part that really makes sense, I guess. We have I still can't understand why there's like steampunk trimmings to the edges of her clothing. She is literally a black mage. If anything, I feel like the trimmings could be more fantasy-like. We could have them look more like, I don't know, like a spell design. Like, you know, something very witchy looking. Or we could tie in the, like, Asian element in her hair and her braids. And we make it more of like an Asian trimming. But no, they're like, I don't know what's going on. It's weird. It's like some sort of weird applique. And then the travesty of the belt, of course. And then underneath, I guess she's wearing fishnets, which also is goth, so whatever. Then she has very tribalistic looking accessories. Like she regularly performs ritual sacrifice, I guess, which also is maybe gonna make more sense than anything else in her design. And then she has a Moogle plushie because she channels with it. Yeah. Luxurious state of mind, that actual wealth. She doesn't act luxurious either in that regard. I wish I were that Moogle. Listen. What if she were flat? What if she were flat and covered up? Huh? You guys are so accepting of a crumb of any kind of fan service. You know, I stop to think if it makes sense or not. You're not even discerning enough to remember the rest of this. I bet, like, if I had not shown you this picture and told you guys to describe what she looked like to me from memory, you would have just been like, boob. Boob, long dress, wearing black Moogle. That's it. I don't know. Those are definitely the distinguishing qualities, and you cannot change my mind. You did not remember the belt being different colors? Okay, well, the fact that they're different colors is not really important here. Flat Lulu and full body sweat cares. What do you mean if she were flat, it would look like me? I do not look like that in the slightest. It's like the opposite. What's wrong with her if she was flat? Well, I just wonder if you would, like, remember any other parts of her design, or suddenly be a little bit more discerning is all. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Her victory pose, I vaguely recall, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, I watched a very sped up version of the game and all of its cutscenes because I was not going to play it myself. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put her in meh for design. I don't like her design. Leaves much to be desired. You can keep some of the elements like and work off just those, but you didn't have to add like 3 different opposing influences into that amalgamation. Maybe B for based. The Dragoon in 13, everyone lost their mind over because she left the party. Wow, spoilers. I don't know who that one is. Huh? You're gonna have to give me a name. Arania? I think I've seen her before. Her? Okay, you know what? Her outfit looks very DMC looking. What is that? Oh, I guess she's a Dragoon, so they do have weird helmets, right? This is the most flattering art piece. She needs more contrasting colors in her design, is my first nitpick. It kind of blends together. Gender bend Kane? I don't remember who that is. She looks like she would betray you, honestly. So if you got betrayed, it's really your fault. She kind of looks like a girl who will, like, carve out your heart and eat it. The problem with a lot of the Final Fantasy games is they look way too beautiful, but their models are all the same looking, right? Their faces are too smooth. It's hard to... like, this is fan art, so that's different. You would never see them, like, caught dead looking ugly, though. Not too many pictures of just her. She looks pretty cool, does she? She looks like someone from Devil May Cry. I always default to they look like Devil May Cry if 2 things are met. A prominently black design that looks like it would be made out of leather, and B, like the only other color added for contrast is red. Yes, it's leather and red. I'm not wrong either. The luxurious face cream in ancient times. Yeah, that crazy blur, you know, the filter blur. Who is it? Ferris? Oh. Wait, weren't they the pirates? I think I just give them an A based solely on the fact that they're the pirates. Yes. I thought they were a guy. I think that was kind of the point. Right? Did they try to pretend to be a guy or something? I just remember that, I remember I got them and they weren't like super powerful or anything, but their ultimate was that they literally drop a ship full of treasures on the enemy, and I thought that was crazy cool. Yeah. So normally I'm like whatever about the design, but just like based on that alone, pretty cool. Where are they? How, this one? bad. This is so hard to see. I don't know if I love their clothing design, but it was like way back when, so it's kind of hard to tell. This is like the elaborated upon drawings since sort of deal. They all kind of look like that back then, so it's not like they can change that much. But yeah, I don't know. They flip a coin, and then like their ship exploded, and I was like, wow, that's cool. All the other people are trying to be cool. Now that's actual aura farming. Okay, that's aura maxing there. Where was the other girl that we just talked about? Okay, I can't find her. I'll find her when she shows up, I guess. The mana art is extravagant. Yeah. I don't know too much about them, but I got them. There was like this Final Fantasy collab with Uniqlo, and they gave you like a set of cards if you bought them in time, and I did. And now I can never use that set of playing cards because it's too precious. What the heck is this nonsense? You know, like when you walk up to somebody and they're just like, yeah, that's just Maddie. She's from HR. She just always looks like that. Yeah, it's just Halloween every day with her. Definitely not evil. It's like in 10. It's like in 10 when you meet the evil priest guy. Like, excuse me? That guy looks like grade A villain. Why would you trust someone that looked like that? Someone in your hometown just looks like that all the time? Are you telling me you gave him your like bank details or something? You mean she's literally mommy? Yeah, okay, your mom looks like this? Go talk to Freud. Every time I want to dismiss Freud, people like exist to bring him back to relevancy. The final boss of FF8. Does she turn into Cloud of Darkness? Is she basically the FF8's Cloud of Darkness? I can imagine her boss stage. She's at the edge of the arena. You're throwing like spells at her. Mommy is not mom. Okay, but like mommy is like a catch-all phrase at this point. I feel like it's so overused, and I don't necessarily think it's a flattering term. There'll be like people out there who will be like, oh yeah, she's so like, she's giving such like mother, and I'll be like, that woman is like 24, but okay. Seymour, yeah, Seymour with the weird, you call it stomach hair? I don't know, those strands that are coming out of his head, they look like bug antennas. Mommy is someone else's mom? Dude, this woman would never... This is a body that has never birthed children. She looks more like a Wynonna to me. She summons your worst nightmare as a boss? What if she is the worst nightmare? You guys are just willing to be stepped on if it's a woman is all. What was the other one? Adia? What the heck? This actually looks super scary, goth. She literally looks like she owns like an occult practice. But she also looks like the kind of person that shows up to her husband's funeral and she's the one who killed him, right? She looks like that. It's giving me like a mix of flapper and luxurious widow. All in one. It's Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. You can't tell me this is not Yzma. She looks normal at the end credits. I don't care if she looks normal at the end credits. This is a choice, a deliberate choice. Everywhere she walks, this like a protractor is stuck to her back. Like, damn, lady, you have trouble holding that up? Oh, sorry, I don't mean your chest. I mean, like, you literally are getting back pains from carrying this? Man. Okay, well, you know what? The last one? Definitely more like, oh yeah, okay. How very normie of you to like. Now this one, you a freak, you know? This is a style. This is a deliberate choice. This is like... You gotta respect them a little just for like... putting themselves out there. You know? And going for that anyway. It changes her story? Is her story actually somewhat Yzma's? Sorceress idea. Character analysis. Look at this version. She definitely reminds me of Bayonetta here. This woman, I can believe, is a mom. This is mommy, but like, she's like left your children to the nanny, and she comes to like whip them if they don't pass their French lessons or whatever. Quite intimidating. The other one just looks like generic final boss. Like, as soon as like the final boss appears, I'm readying my spells. This one is very much like, oh, she's about to pull some like black card nonsense at this fancy upscale bar where the prices are like too high for you, traveler. Oh jeez. Hello. How is stream? How is stream with Jackie? Hi. Hope you guys had a good time. Though we are in the midst of somehow or another rating Final Fantasy characters based on first impression. And I just gotta say, this I can understand is mommy. I understand. This... Wait, yeah. Oh, shoot. I pressed too many times. This, on the other hand, is literally you just want to... I don't know. You just want to bang a demon. Like, this is just your World of Warcraft, like, OC. And, you know... That's it. Just like evil. Just like evil sometimes. No woman down the street is gonna look like this. You want someone that's just, you know, going to blow up the world. But the other one is like, oh, she's definitely poisoned, you know, her husband's drink. Succubus? Well, that's a demon, so that's not really necessary clarification there, is it? Does this not look like a World of Warcraft character? Her legs kind of bug me. Her stance, she's in the middle of stepping forward. Sorry, it's it does look like she has high socks for some reason. I think, oh, she's actually barefoot. She's barefoot and she kind of has like talons, right? Because she's a demon or whatever. She's got like claws and talons right here. Her hands and her feet. She doesn't even have shoes. Wow. Terrifying. I think I'm going to have to rate the other girl higher because there's a little bit more originality to it. Oh, what's their art? Which game are they from? Oh, this is the flapper widow. No, I'll give her S for design because the flapper widow is pretty peak. Is it this one? Looks kind of similar. I can't really recognize her without the gigantic hair horns she's got going on. I don't know. I'm just gonna put her for a B because she looks like every other demon ever. Okay, wow, she's a demon, so her boobs are out, you know, because that's what sinful women do. They distract you with their goods. Cute dress, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while since I wore this one. I chose this one because this hand looks especially adore-sama poi. Oh. Nah. She's not a demon. Well, okay. Like, same difference, you know. The details. The devil is not in the details. The devil is in whatever race she's in. Which Moogle is this? Is there specifically a Moogle? Which Moogle? Mog? There's Moogles in every single game, but I'm gonna put them as the top because they're obviously. Is there like a chocobo in here too? The chocobo? FF6 Moogle? What do they do in FF6? The most evil witch ever, TM? Yeah, that sounds about right. He's a party member? And you just like, huh? Is he the strongest Moogle of all time or something? That he gets to have that honor? Helps you fight Kefka? Oh! Used to like most of these characters just hold Moogles, but I think I have. So with like Terra? She like holds Moogles a lot. That was an actual character? Not just like a plushie or it's just a little companion. Kefka is literally the worst, though. I don't have any opinions on Kefka except that he's the worst. But I heard he's very, very terrifying and a true menace. Worse than the Joker. If the Joker was like unrivaled, right? And just a murder clown, but for real. Dialgo Dojima? Huh? I don't know who that is. Knockoff Joker? I think he's scarier than Joker. I guess there are some Batmans where Joker is likely very scary, but Joker is like kinda silly and just lives to goad like Batman and get his attention. He's very like yandere in that way, right? But Kefka doesn't have such goals. He just like gets bored and tries to commit genocide all the time, right? That's just his end goal. A little genocide for everybody. He doesn't really have allegiances. I'm gonna put her as boring. She's distracting me. Kefka's about the same as the Batman who laughs. I don't know that much about different Batmans. Ultros? Ultros? Question mark? Who's that one? Wait, the two Cecils? Which one was Cecil again? Huh? Oh. Wasn't he a prince or something? Am I making that up? Wait, does he turn into the edgy Dark Knight guy? The Dark Knight one? Oh! The guy who is like... he's like a fallen paladin or whatever? Question mark, question mark? Hmm? Oh, Ultros is the octopus! Yeah. Isn't he with, Gilgamesh? Aren't they just part of their 2-bit comedy skit or whatever? Dark Knight. Oh, he starts as the Dark Knight and goes back to the Paladin? So he's good at the end? I can't really tell. To rate Almond Silk? I can't rate Almond Silk. I don't have a good opinion about MX Silk that is like riveting. I don't know. Is there any single person out there who looks at Emmett Silk in the face and goes like meh? Like I know too much about that man. The protagonist of 4. Yeah. No. I remember hearing the synopsis for 4. I think he's cooler when he's dark, though. Which one is he? He's probably one of these drawings. Can't recognize them. I'm trying to see if they have a different drawing of him. This one. Right? This one? I think. I'm gonna put him A just because I think the concept is really cool. I don't think they do that concept very often, right? He's like the first Dark Knight, and that's why we have a cool Dark Knight in Fire 14 and all that. And Dark Knight Forever, you know, pride themselves as having the coolest little story because they're the edgiest. I do like edgy things. Sue me. I think it's cool that he's not just a boring old knight like everyone else in this world. You know, he thought for himself. It's unfortunate that he reformed, but whatever. He's got depth to him. The whole light and dark balance of the world and whatnot. He's got that covered in one person. I am a Chuny Bell for a reason. I vaguely remember some of these characters, but it's really hard to tell based on this drawing who they actually are. Like, is this Terra? She's the only one with green hair, right? Some of these look like JoJo characters. So isn't there a JoJo character with a bandana like this? More than good liking edgy things? Huh? What does that mean? Dark Knights were inspired by Garland originally as a class? 14 Dark Knights were inspired by Cecil. Well, that's what I meant, 14. The ones from 14 are Cecil. Celis? Well, there aren't any other girls with green hair. That's the most distinguishing trait about her. It's like supposed to go in order too, like game order. So it has to be the earlier one. So I think that's Terra. Forward section, then that's Rydia? Rydia? Then which one's Terra? I just have to like look for Kefka, right? And then go left or right. Oh yo. I can't tell. I can only... Is this Kefka? This guy? Oh, then this is Terra? What? This doesn't look like her at all. What? This one? Doesn't she not have short hair? I thought she had longer hair. Okay. What does Kefka look like normally? Okay, this face. Horrible. Terrible. Ugh. You know, like, he achieves his design aim, which is to cause fear and repulsion as a clown. So I really can't document any points, but my main problem of him is he does his job so well. It just creates so much revulsion in my heart. This is Tara. She doesn't have short hair. She has a ponytail. It's just like hidden in this picture, I guess. The rest of it. Oh, is it? She was originally blonde? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. She wasn't always green-haired? Oh. But what about the sprite? And the sprite in the game, does she have green hair? So she just sticks with green? I think green is a far more interesting concept because every other girl looks like this. Every single girl has these like few strands of like wispy stray hair bangs, and then these like extremely high widow's peak bangs. And I hate that hairstyle so much. Her main defining trait is I do like her little like curly wavy ponytail thing. And I do like her design. I think it looks really unique. Like her red one piece and her little cape and whatnot. Everyone else has like a very uniform look to them. Like I have no idea what this is inspired from. I have no idea what it's supposed to evoke, except that it's very fantasy-like. But I dig it. It's very bright. Stands out as a main character. One of the first characters I drew as a kid, really. Okay, I was drawing Sailor Moon, dang. This one looks cute. Look at all this fan art of her. This is the Magic of the Gathering card. I like how they just turn the saturation weird so that her hair is Schrodinger's blonde green, right? Like, yeah, sure. It's just like blonde with green highlights or green with blonde highlights. You can't tell. But yeah, I think at like the cape and like the cape does well to like cover her shoulders that are bare, and then like her gloves, her sleeveless gloves are pretty nice. The little the slight difference in the fabric that covers her waist breaks up the like uniformity of it all. But like I like the like satiny red look of her dress otherwise. Just like even just this picture look, right? It just looks like, I don't know. It's very pleasing to the eye. And like it breaks up the simplicity of the elements with a lot of detailing. So they went back in and gave a lot of like embroidery to the top and the cape, and the even the leggings have like a pattern to them. And when your villain is an evil clown, it's okay if she has a little bit of a circus tight to her. The best of both worlds, the Miley Cyrus. I don't know if that's a compliment. What do you mean my hair becomes purple inside? That's not true, okay? Those are two distinct colors, okay? It's not shading or whatever. Hair to green because of Celis? Question mark? Do not know what that means. But anyway, I'll put her in this. I like the green hair though. Everyone else in Final Fantasy is blonde. There's just so many blondes. And It's gotta stop. Blonde does not equate to good. I'll take more blonde villains, if anything. Like, where's Xenos? Here's the guy. This guy looks more beautiful than all of your waifus. Has more luxurious hair than all of them. I have no idea where to put him. He's like trash that you love. You know? But you can't really deny that he's trash. He's like, I don't know, a glorious bastard or whatever. I don't know what that term means, but that's the kind of guy that he is. He's not trash. You want to kiss him? What if you were at the edge of the world and you like had to go save it, but first you had to beat him up? You want to kiss him to save the world? You into that? Yandere is, he's like 5 times bigger than you canonically. And like, you fist fight him until he's satisfied. Get it out of your system. He's all hot and bothered over you guys mutually punching each other. Yeah. And then you just leave him for dead. Okay, I want to know what's the deal with this cat. I like him, but not all versions of him. Why does he look so weird in some? I also can't pronounce it. It's like Gaelic, right? Or something? So you're not supposed to say Kate Sith, you're supposed to say the actual name. Look at this thing. This is what we got in 14. This is the first time I encountered him. He would look like this and I was freaked out. And then in this one, he looks like a Tom and Jerry skit. I don't know. Why does he look so different? I do think he looks very cute as just a cat. Just a little cat. Just a little guy. A cat with gloves. But I can't unsee this stretched out, thin, alien version of him. I'm 14. He's a bot? He's a doll? What? Kite Sith? No, that's not how you pronounce it either. How to pronounce... It's Ketchi. Yeah, it's Ketchi. Scottish Gaelic. It's a dying language, so you gotta be respectful and all. But as soon as I say it, I literally forget that it's called Ketchi. I do not have a brain for languages. You don't like the Moogle? The fat Moogle? I just don't think it's a Moogle. This is a Moogle like Bigfoot is a human, you know? That's not a Moogle. That's just like something he's attached to. That's just his mount. This is a Yeti. This is the face of a friendly Yeti, but a Yeti nonetheless. But like every other drawing of Ketchi is very cute, so I do put him high because he's a cat. It's pronounced Kate Sith in the Rebirth. Well, Rebirth is not canon, so whatever. Screw that. They just didn't look it up and study it properly. But even the Japanese is pronounces it right. The Japanese pronounces it as Ketchi. How many raids does he have to do to get that mount? That's okay. He's finished the he finished the Moogle quest. That's what it was. He finished the Beast Tribes, so he befriended the Moogles and gained their trust, and they imparted him a lifelong companion to carry him around. It's so dumb ugly. It's cute. I don't usually like hulking things though. See, I just what I have a problem with is that the body looks a lot like an enemy. I go into fight or flight when I see this. I start thinking of like, of attack patterns. He has the body of like a typical dungeon ogre kind of enemy. Not even like a high-ranking one, right? Just like you got your first goblins and then you get your like level 3 ogres. That's him. It doesn't look particularly imposing, but he definitely doesn't look friendly unless you look at his face. This is safe. This is good. If he was just a Moogle, like a fat Moogle, it would be less bad, right? Because fat Moogles do exist. Oh, not like this. Like this. Look at this fat Moogle. It's so cute still. It keeps all the elements that make it adorable. He's got the big floof and his big palm. And he's got the little happy cat face. And I love him. I can't believe every other Moogle is just this fat Moogle. Wow. Are there no other fat Moogles? Most of the Moogles look like this. This Moogle is like Pikachu, you know? Just like, it just can't be improved. It doesn't matter. It's the most perfect being. It's peak character design. I love it so much. I didn't know anything about Final Fantasy, but when I met Moogles, I was like ecstatic. And then like all the stories where the Moogles are just like what was it? Shiva, right? Shiva fell in love with the Moogles, and then like some of the other characters like really they just like think about wanting to pet the Moogles nonstop. That's me. Oh, it's like Silk Song. In Silk Song, like when you get the creature, the Critterpedia or whatever, the little bestiary, and then Hornet just thinks nonstop about petting fluffy creatures. Yeah. It's just human nature to want to spoil them so much. They're so cute. Don't fat shame the Mooguries. I will, because there's a you can be this kind of like cute fat, okay? You can be this kind of cute fat. But this kind of fat is a little too much. It's like enemy shaped. Friend shaped, enemy shaped. You see what I'm saying? The silhouette. Remake the Moogles way too many times. I don't think you could remake a Moogle. But like, Monster Hunter has Palicles. It's a phenomenon that extends beyond one series. They're just so lovable and adorable and cute. The male obsession? That came from 9? I do like post Moogles. They're very useful. When it's a bug, okay, whatever. That means it transcends humans. It is like species kind nature. But it's true though. It's true because like, right, there was studies done that said elephants have the same brain waves as humans do when we see something that's cute. So when an elephant sees humans, they also think we're cute, just like we think puppies are cute. Isn't that great? I'm so happy that other species also appreciate the true equalizer, which is cuteness. That means there's like a universal language of cuteness. All creatures find something in some capacity cute. Usually things that are more diminutive than them. That they can pat. The Moogles in Tactic Advance? Is it different? The difference is they sometimes are dressed up in different outfits, right? Like maybe the white mage outfit, I guess? Otherwise, they are kind of just all Moogle shaped. Just like all chocobos are chocobo shaped, right? But anyway. These are my lukewarm Final Fantasy takes. I just really wanted to say that I'm Eiko. That she's me. Just on multiple levels. I don't know that girl. I didn't play that game. But when I first laid eyes on her and Shantoto, I'm a mix of them. Fat chocobos are fat bullshit. True, they are. They're proportions. Fat chocobos like retain the cute proportions. It's just a big fat chick. Look at this Chungus. Look at him. I kind of want to pick him up and like see them struggle. Like see them flail in the air a little bit. Do little windmills while they dangle from my fingers helplessly. Is that cruel of me to think? I didn't know there were other types of fat chocobos. Oh my god. That guy is huge. This is even a boss fight. I don't want to hit him. He looks like if you hit him enough, he'll become a piñata and he'll just like spawn dozens of smaller chocobos. Maybe he ate them all. You think he's the final boss because he ate all the other chocobos inside? It's like the grublings, right? Me when I eat one cinnamon roll? No way. This guy looks like me at the end of a day. And I'd be like, what a week, huh? And everyone would be like, Meimi, it's a Monday. It's still Monday. Oh wait. Okay. Aisha. On your last minute takes. Here. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But he needs therapy. And this is the daughter who also needs therapy. And this is the person who is her mom who will give them therapy. And he's just here to kiss his boyfriend. And where's his boyfriend? It's unfortunate his boyfriend has to have his old look. When I first saw this band, I was like, how does everyone simp for that design? That's like if someone brought the Joker's face to me and was like, do you find him hot? My objective answer is no. Crazy head. But no. Because after Shadowbringers, they made him hot. So Emmett Selk fans stay winning. They literally made him hot because of the fandom. He wasn't hot. He was supposed to be cray-cray. He was supposed to be insane. And the demands and perhaps also the money of 1,000 Fujoshis compelled the game designers to make him hot. I can't deny. You see, okay, I didn't really like Yotsuyo, but everyone else thinks she's like a goth GF who can like do no wrong or they support women's wrongs, but she's kind of trash to me. I actually liked him. Maybe this is the same thing. They're hot, so they're allowed to do some wrongs. Guy version and girl version. Right? Like, he didn't bother me because he was pretty. I don't think his character was bad either. I liked him. Oh my god. Trash but fun. Trash but very, very fun. I'm glad someone threw a little bit of chaos in there. Also, like, oh, it's hard because there's like two characters. There's like two characters that share that body, right? And they're both trash. One of them was kissing him for sure. But he didn't he was not having it because he's kissing us. Where's us? He wanted some of that wool action. We were not having it either. This love triangle is very weird. Oh, here he is. Mr. Meteor. He's into him who's into him. Who is, like, into adventure. The wall is literally like, yeah, sex is nice, but have you ever had, like, a thrilling earth, like, well, there's not even earth, world-saving moment after you defeated several giants in a row in a non-stop gauntlet? And, you know, then went on to go, like, spend the rest of your life touring the world that you tried to save. Well, that you did save, I guess. Who's into triple triad? Is that Asahi? It's technically Asahi and Fandaniel, right? I don't think there's a separate image for Fandaniel. Unless you want to choose one of the generic, like, ASEAN images. So, yeah. If evil, why hot? If hot, why evil? Well, I'm just saying, they can be hot trash, right? It's not mutually exclusive. Mahjong. Oh, see, there's Mahjong Souls now, so you don't need to pay a subscription. You can play it for free. For free. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. I don't know if there's any other characters I have strong opinions of, design-wise or just character-wise. I think Estinian is stupid. If you like that in a man. I do value intelligence. But, he's incredibly entertaining at the very least. A lot of people like this man. Okay, I just want to say, B for Met. That's my last scolding take. Only if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I think he's so mad. I cannot with, like, people who are really, really into him. I'm just like, yeah. Every man in the world must be super hot to you. Then you're in luck. Your standards are so low. What about Alice? I don't know. Like, they're my children. I don't really have any feelings for them other than that they are my children. Like, I will protect them, you know? They're very stubborn and dumb at times, but it's okay because they're teenagers and I'll forgive them. It's my job to raise them. Did you cry during the Seto and Albert scene? I did! I did, but it wasn't because of Albert. It was because of Seto, okay? It's because it's like every dog story ever. You are a monster if you don't cry over the dogs that, like, stay waiting in the same spot year after year for their owners to come home. Okay. Yeah. It's just like the appropriate emotion to have. The dumb character in the bottom right. I don't know which one you're talking about. Should I bring that character up for you a little closer? Yeah, this one. I think you mean this one, right? Just wanna be clear. Just wanna be clear that we're talking about this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty dumb too, but I still donate so much of my time generously spending it with these clowns so that I may grace you with my sassy presence. But alas, the jukebox is running out for tonight. So I am going to have to let the coin slot run out It's 2 a.m. So I must raid you all off now, okay? Where do you go on the tier list? You guys want... Do you guys want, to be destroyed? First thing? Right after a holiday? I don't know if your egos grew too much from meeting your mom or whatever, and they told you you're a very, very special boy. You wanted to be humbled a little? You want that service, yeah? We're not doing your tier list. Oh my god. Any thoughts on 15 or 16? 15 is the boy band, right? 15 is like peak character design and character like chemistry and absolutely abysmal plot, and they forgot to write women, so they shoehorned a girl in there. And then they didn't know how to wrap it up, so they killed everyone off, right? But, yeah. I don't know anything about 16, to be honest. I don't even remember. 16 was just chaos, right? 16 was like, oh boy, I'm the biggest fan of Bahamut ever, and I can't wait to fight all of our summons and have a really cool metal remix of their themes, right? That's all I know about 16. Okay, peak design only refers to Prompto. He's my goodest boy. I like Prompto. I will protect him. Noct is like emo boy, you know? Emo pretty boy, prince or whatever. But I like the fact that he doesn't like to eat his veggies, needs to be fathered, and just wants to fish all day instead of be a prince or save the world. Like, that's very relatable. 16's Devil May Cry, yeah. Not really my area of interest. So I don't think the character designs ever intrigued me at all. The plot of Origins, that chaos is real. There's a lot of chaos is real and they're going to kill a chaos. I just don't know how it canonically weaves into each other. That's a story for another video. Okay. But I'm actually going to send you guys off. It's Ifrit though. Okay, but I like Bahamut more than Ifrit, but whatever. Majokko Meimi. Wait, I keep going to this channel and then I keep not having someone rated and rated and queued. Oopsie. Okay, I hope Mogu does not end. Fruit. I think she's ending. I think she's ending. Never mind. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. I'm going to choose someone else. We are gonna choose someone else. I hope they're not ending. Okay. Okay, okay. Save, 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 saved. It's Meimi. See you guys. I'll stream something tomorrow. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to do more of my homework. So I still have the harmonies. These harmonies I have to sing. And boy, they're kicking my butt. You know? When the song is normal and then you gotta sing the discordant harms to it. Good night. You guys rest well as well.